All right. We can begin.
Der beginner.
These three aren't here. They have been swooshed to the ether.
Everyone is splitting up and searching. Alright, gang, split up and search for clues.
Yeah, all I remember is that
party.
Adel did not want to look for clues yet. She wanted to find Ricky so she can speak spider. Then she'll look for clues.
But not until she learns how to speak spider specifically, apparently.
Yes.
So what grouping are we starting with?
Let's see. How was the split going? Because I know George was supposed to be going with Adel Sarday, and Hubert, of course, went with Adel Sarday because he always does.
Jubilee is staying behind. Thorgrim and I believe Scalodius are going tavern hopping, I guess. Be the best way to put it.
They're in the
Oh, great! You're sending the old men to the tavern.
They're in the group.
They're to be fair, in a tavern or dive bar, they are the least suspicious people to go. Two grizzled veterans.
In a tavern, maybe. In a dive bar, not so much.
No, I think Thorgrim would belong in a dive bar.
Yeah, go with Thorgrim. Scalodius might be a little suspect, but
A little out of place. He looks like he belongs in the fancy bars. And I believe LV and Otto were going to a library or something.
I think Otto said he was going to go search around the city again.
I don't remember what Beastie was doing.
Me neither.
She was following Ophi, but she can't do that anymore because Ophi doesn't exist right now.
Oh yeah, because Ophi was gonna go to the docks to fish and get info.
Well, I guess she'll just go explore around.
Okay, so she's going off on her own. In that case, I need a D100 from each person in a group. Only one person, though.
So who are the groups again?
Adel Sarday and George. Beastie is on her own, so she'll get her own roll. Thorgrim and Scalodius, and Otto and...
Okay, I got it. Okay, so... wow, brain. Matt, you roll for Otto and LV because your other character's going Scalodius. I'll roll for those two, and then Jay can roll for George and Adel Sarday, brain, and then BC can roll her own thing, so that way we all get a roll.
Beat that.
Nope.
No.
No.
Well, congratulations, you get to go first now.
Alright.
You didn't really think that through, did you?
I'm fine with going first. So?
Hold on. You hush.
Okay.
I'm not ready
Bottom.
for you.
Shut up.
Alright. Wapale.
Alright. Oh. Where can she go? Where can she go?
Designate for location.
I got it. She's gonna head here because that's the most interesting part of the city to her.
Okay, so Why are you pointing from all the way at City Hall? That's not where you
I
are.
don't remember where I am, so I just picked randomly.
Bottom left.
Oh. Oh, there she is. Oh. Here she goes.
She doesn't. She gets about right there before she sees a very tall fence in her way.
Does it have any signs on it?
Not as far as you can tell.
Oh, time to hop the fence.
Okay, how are you attempting to do this? Because it is a 30-foot tall fence.
Well, I guess that puts jumping out of the question. Well, she's just gonna throw Scraw and trying to stab her onto the top of the fence and then climb up using that.
Okay, I need a con save.
Oh boy. Electrified fences. Let's see.
You throw Scraw, and the moment it touches the fence, you feel volts of electricity suddenly course through you, and it causes you to stumble backwards with Scraw coming off of the fence.
She will glare up at the fence. And will shake her sword angrily at it.
Okay. The fence will continue sitting there as it is a fence.
Okay. She's gonna look around to see if there are any trees that are tall enough to jump over the fence.
Roll perception.
Alright, let's see. Perception.
You look around, and surprisingly, any fence that, or any tree that seemed like it would have been close enough, you can see signs of it having been torn down and moved to prevent anybody from attempting to climb the fence.
She will ponder this, and then she's going to look around. So there are no trees that are tall enough that can be used to climb up the fence. But are there any trees further away that look taller than the fence?
Roll a perception.
Alright, let's see.
I somehow knew you'd like this song.
It's more fitting of shenanigans.
You need one that could feasibly be used.
Alright, she's gonna go over to it and look you up and down. Then she's gonna take Scraw and is going to try and chop down the tree, aiming towards the fence.
Roll athletics.
Oh boy.
Time to cause property damage.
Well, shit.
Or not.
So, you rear Scraw back, and as you do, you hear almost immediately an extremely loud alarm.
Uh-oh.
She'll pause and then look around, wondering what the source of that noise is.
You see that it is coming from the tree, and as you look up the tree, you see a strange cylinder sitting on top of it that seems to be emanating the sound.
She's gonna throw Scraw at it.
Roll to hit.
She wants to shut down that annoying ass noise.
Alright. So you throw Scraw.
Is it weird I pictured...
You throw Scraw, and it slams into the strange cylinder, and you hear the alarm come to an abrupt end.
She'll pull Scraw back and smile smugly. Ha. Stupid
You will
metal
then
bird.
feel it. You will then feel 2 taps on your right shoulder.
She'll look behind her.
You see a humanoid of some sort, being a female, about a teenager, She's looking down at you, being about a foot taller than you, with a raised eyebrow, and on her shoulder rests a double-sided great axe, as she just raises an eyebrow, silently asking you what you're doing here.
She will look her up and down and sheath her sword. Me won't climb that, and she points at the fence, but then give weird
No.
shock. No? Yes, no.
No.
Can't climb. Weird shock. So, me want cut this, and she taps the tree. But then weird bird made noise. So, she will raise scraw that has the alarms still stabbed to it. Me kill bird, though it metal, like Metal Man back where I come from. Me wonder if Metal Man would like this, if we find him again. Anyway, me now go cut down tree, so then me can climb fence. And she'll
You need to leave.
She'll pause. Why?
Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. You need to go. No questions asked.
She will tilt her head slowly.
And roll an insight.
Oh boy. Let's see.
This is reminding me of Charlie Shenanigans.
As you
This
as
is
you
exactly
tilt
what
your
this
head,
is.
as you tilt your head, suddenly you get a feel of this girl's fighting spirit, and you feel very small as she rolls intimidation against you, and you're not sure why, but you are scared of this girl.
It's me, but big.
She'll stare up at her. Will look her up and down and nod. You big.
He slowly squints at you for saying this.
Very big. And scary. But, me have one question.
And
You fight?
if I have to,
Second question. Want fight?
not right now.
She hops. Then when?
When I feel like it.
Feel like it now?
No.
Now?
Are we there yet?
As you say this, her eyebrow twitches a bit.
She then smirks and pulls out her sword, but instead of brandishing it like a weapon, she instead just inches it closer to the tree. Now?
Complete with shit-eating grin.
You need to stop.
You just want fight. You want me not cut down
I-
tree? Me fight you.
Not even a tree.
She looks to it. And what is?
It's just a wooden post.
She looks back to the tree. No branches. She looks back to the lady. Your tree is broken.
Not a tree.
If no tree, then you no mind if I cut it.
Yes, I do, because you're trying to break into my mom's workshop.
Oh. She pointed. So your mom lives in there.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
She nods. My child would do same if someone broke into Zardak's home. Okay. She sheathes her sword. Me understand. Me still won't fight you.
Good. No.
What if I fight you? You have to defend yourself.
And I would call the guards on you.
She gives her a very disappointed look. Ugh. You so big and strong, and she says while just patting her arm. Look at this. Big as head. And she shakes it.
It really feels like you're insulting me.
No. She points to herself. Be trained to look like this. You train too. Is compliment.
Right.
So, show me how training go. Fight and see who's stronger.
Don't even know who you are.
She points to her collar. That says Beastie 13 on it. Me Beastie 13.
You have a weird looking necklace. What's your point?
His name, Beastie 13.
At this, she just slowly pinches the bridge of her nose. And it's like she's slowly counting to herself. And begins muttering under her breath.
Beastie will then take a seat. Okay, fine. No fight. But then she raises her arm. Arm wrestle. Win, lose, I leave.
Fine. Fine. If it will make you go away.
Beastie grins. Well, what's your name?
Minerva.
She stares blankly full, then looks at her and points. Me no understand. So, she points to her. Horn. Knee.
No.
Horny.
No.
Horn.
I will not arm wrestle with you if you try to make that my name.
Okay. Horns.
She just stares at you now.
She has her arms still prepped for an arm wrestle.
Whatever. It makes you go away.
She grins.
She will then get in position.
Right. Beastie will then clasp her arms around. Well, clasp her hand and prepare to wrestle arms.
She will clasp your hand and sigh.
Alright, what do I have to roll?
Athletics.
Okay. Shit.
Alright, so you get prepared, and no sooner are you ready than Minerva, there we go, suddenly just slams your hand into the ground. See it? She didn't seem to give you enough time to prep so that she could beat you easier.
Beastie will nod to this. And she rolls her shoulders. Sneak attack.
Alright, I beat you. She then stands up, and then with her free hand makes a shooing motion. Now go away.
Okay, we go. And Beastie will go. But then quickly point behind her. Wait, what's that?
She just stares at you.
Is there anything I can roll to make it more convincing?
Deception.
Ah, damn it. Alright, let's see. Nat 20, please? Fuck.
Nah, bitch.
So you point and go, "What's that?" And she stares at you, almost as if she has fallen for this trick. Who knows how many times already?
Beastie will sigh. Thought I could get one on you too. Fine. And then Beastie will start walking off. I will see you later, Horns.
Minerva, I really hope not.
He will. He will actually fight.
She begins muttering under her breath again.
And so Beastie will start wandering around the city. After that little adventure.
Alright, so that was her turn. So who's next? That would be Scalodius and Thorgrim.
So,
Wait, what?
do we find Bar? Must
Wait,
find Bar.
I was last. We were last in the thing. Scalodius and Thorgrim are the 21.
Oh, that's Gloomhollow. Sorry. It's
Yeah,
Gloomhollow
there you
and
go.
all. I'm just dumb. It's okay. All right.
Yeah,
So
it's okay.
Gloom Hollow, and Otto.
Okay. To the library.
You'll have to roll. You will have to roll a investigation to try and find one.
To a library. 1 moment, please.
Would I get anything since I went through the city yesterday or no?
It'll lower the DC possibly.
Would you prefer, Jay, if one of us assisted the other?
Yeah, that probably work.
What's your investigation score?
+5.
Okay, I have the higher one, so maybe you should assist me.
Alright.
Oh, never mind. Library sense tingling.
Okay, almost as if you know the source of all knowledge. You more or less make a beeline straight for the nearest library. And I don't have a map for it, so this is going to be theater of the mind.
Indeed. I'll turn to Otto and say, Master Otto, would it perhaps be prevalent to ask the clientele whether they have had certain people check out certain books?
I feel like I would be suspicious.
Fair point.
Could just maybe see if there's a book on the history of the town, maybe, and see if there's been anything interesting about that.
Very well. And I will search around for a book on the history of the city of Seoul.
Alright, so you're looking around for the history of the city?
Yes.
Okay, roll a investigation.
Investigation. Probably keep up the character sheet and not immediately escape as soon as I click the button. Well, I mean... universe balanced, I guess.
Alright, so you're going to find a history of the city, and later Otto finds you sitting in a corner reading various other books that have various religious texts of the other gods that exist within this world.
Fascinating.
Is that the history of the city book? It looks like it's just talking about God.
Oh, I could not find one, so I found another interesting text, and I may have looks around at all the books. I may have been...
A librarian or someone who works there?
See a few people sitting at desks that seem to be assisting people, so you assume they're librarians.
Okay, he'll walk up to one of them and try to play.
Abandon me.
Sorry, my
Your
Nigerian
boyfriend?
internet just died for the past 5 minutes. What happened?
You didn't even drop. You just kind of switched voice chats.
No, I dropped.
Anyway, you missed LV getting hung up on religious text and Otto being given a small book on the founding of the city.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I rolled a nat 20, immediately followed by a nat 1, so universe balanced.
Yeah, he'll head over to LV and hand her that book.
Not even missing a beat from reading the other book in her hand. LV reaches, grab that book, flips that one open, and switches focus to that book.
Are you sure?
Ugh.
Because you did roll a nat 1. Maybe you're too obsessed.
So, is there a roll I will need to do to
No, you're
Divert
fine.
my attention? Okay.
But
She just likes reading.
you do notice that there is one thing about this that you perhaps haven't actually seen in Crestfall, but this is more akin to a children's book. You've never really seen pictured illustrations in Crestfall, so each page actually has a drawing of some sort. While still being intellectual, it is fairly simple for children to understand.
Ah, I see. This is meant for younger minds to comprehend. Ah, fascinating. I do enjoy the concept of this. It allows the younger generation to learn about the city and eventually grow up to be studious adults. Very, very interesting.
Yeah,
I do like the use of illustrations.
yeah, that's true. There's a section over there, and I'll kind of point to where the section was, where the history books are. The section over there has more books on the history of the city, but I'm gonna keep kind of looking around and see if I spot anything else.
Meanwhile, Otto leads her to the children's book section.
Is that really where it was?
Yes, because you look like a child, they led you to the children's section.
Oh no.
Aw, baby bunny.
Child with a giant backpack and a staff.
You know, they would see this as weird, but they have seen weirder.
Yeah. Then I was probably gonna look around the library, see if he sees anything else that could be interesting.
Roll insight.
Oh, that's not the best rolls.
All right. So as you're walking along, you notice there is a wing to the library that within there are several folks of your race, as well as younger looking various other races, as you have found the kids' corner where they are all playing, reading, and there are some adult supervisors ensuring that they all play nice, everything goes well, and there's a variety of snacks and drinks.
Aw. I kind of look and just looking for a little bit, just a little bit happy that he's seeing other members of his race in this land, I guess.
Okay.
He's gonna
Would you like to go speak with them?
huh? Oh, no, I feel like it's better just to probably stay on task. He's gonna
Very
see
well.
if and then it's gonna be very awkward. But he's gonna see if any of the I guess the adult supervisors, or if he knows any of the kids have the same look that Jubilee explained.
I can save you a roll and say no.
Okay. Yeah, he's probably just gonna go back to looking around the library again.
I would like to try and peruse the more adult section. And I don't mean like the adult section, I mean like the section intended for adults looking for knowledge.
You can next time when it comes back to you.
On Dragon Ball Z.
But for now, it's George and Adel Sarday's turn.
Well, George has wisely chosen to follow Adel, which would usually be a wise choice. Unfortunately, the prim, proper, thoughtful princess is gone and replaced with girl with pet, because she's now going to see Ricky to speak spider.
Hold on. I have to go and find the tokens for the NPCs. Because they're in their own wing of this place, so.
Own little world.
So, I guess as the walking, just gonna be like, so are we supposed to be heading out?
She will look over to George in a bit.
I have
How
more
long is a bit?
I have more prevalent matters, don't you understand?
And
How long is a
I
bit?
don't know. I want to learn to speak with Birdie. And she points over to the spider on her shoulder. Afterwards,
As she does, as she points to the spider, George, when you look at it, it waves at you with one of its front legs.
That is honestly
I know,
adorable.
right?
Yeah.
You right?
If you want to see Broxton, you don't have to wait for me. Though it might be hard for you to get in, I think you can figure out a way.
It wouldn't be the first time Broxton's had to deal with people breaking into his office.
Well, I'd rather not do anything unsavory to try to get a meeting with him. If we can do it the what's the one I'm looking for? Social way, I guess that'd probably
Good.
be better.
Then you can be with me while I learn how to speak with Birdie. And she just keeps heading along to go see Ricky.
He's gonna like trail behind a little bit, and he's gonna attempt to see if he can get in contact with his mother as he's walking.
You find that you are not able to.
That's concerning.
As you walk to the common area, you see Riki and Squib having a conversation. They seem to be snacking, and as you approach, Riki blinks and looks over at you.
They'll hurry over. Ricky!
Ah,
She
hi? I've never seen you so
She will
excited.
show her the spider. Look!
It's a spider.
It's a magic spider.
Eh?
Look! And she'll point at the spider.
The spider will wave to Riki, and Riki will just slowly lift a finger and wave back awkwardly because she's a little weirded out by by how you're acting. You've never acted this way before.
Ricky, this is very important.
Yes?
Do you know how to speak
Yeah?
spider?
I mean, I know how to cast speak with animals.
How long will it take you to teach me?
I don't know.
She will clap her hands. Then we know what to do. When I get back, you'll teach me how to speak with animals. She'll then
Okay.
pat Ricky on the head and quickly turn on her heel. Let's go, George. And she starts walking back. Almost immediately turning back to the usual Adel. Though she has a spider on her shoulder.
The spider will turn to face Riki, and as it's waving with one of its front legs, a mage hand will appear to wave so that it doesn't go out of view.
Alright. So, from here, she'll exit the building, but we'll ask one of the gang members, I suppose, directions to Broxton's office.
They're not a gang, but okay.
Well, what is it then? A mafia is a gang, is it not?
Anyway, they look to you and raise an eyebrow and's like, "Well, you gotta go talk to Broxton for."
I'm not sure I can
You-
tell you, because it is regards to a mission involving Julie.
Do you have an appointment with him?
Do you know how to get one?
Yeah, you go book it, and then you wait 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah, he's a busy man.
Could see if it could get pushed up, since you are technically royalty from a different realm.
I am
entirely.
diplomat. And you should have known that
Since
I
you just-
wasn't on the continents and visiting the countries, but... I think I have an idea. I have.
We'll use George as the place marker for you for the duo this time. But anyway, you are told that Broxton's building is away over here.
Wow. That's quite a distance.
I guess they'll start making their way through the city over there. I guess along the way, George is just gonna try to see if he notices anyone that kind of fits the description that Jubilee said.
Perception. You look around, and everyone seems to be just your regular run-of-the-mill type people. You can't really tell if someone is acting weirder than anyone else.
Alright.
Looking for something, George?
Just checking out city folk, I guess.
It is an interesting place.
A lot more interesting objects here than back home.
Yes, they made it so that they can help fight against an army of magicians when most of them had no access to magic. Then it just developed from there.
So I kind of like the thing that Mark used.
More or less, yes.
Alright, so it's going to take y'all 2.5 hours to traverse through the city. So that's going to count as your current action for the turn. Because this city is large.
Yeah.
Which leads us to Scalodius and
This is gonna be interesting.
and we'll get Scalodius to lead the daddy duo.
What? Well, I guess he is a father, so... Yes.
They're both fathers, just not the
Yes,
same type of father.
It checks out. I will allow it.
I'm assuming an investigation check will be to find the nearest tavern or bar.
That would be perception.
Perception, okay. Not much better for Scalodius. But somehow...
You should have let Thorgrim do it, because I'd have given him advantage because he's a dwarf.
That's racist.
What
I still got a
what
21
about the
though.
dwarf?
Trying to find a bar.
Oh, shit. Sorry about that. I was distracted by things.
It's okay. Scalodius found it.
Skillo's got 21, so
Okay, cool.
But you are about to be needed because you are about to enter said bar.
Okay. Probably gonna need to take a bit of a break after, in about 10 minutes, but hopefully we get done what we need to in that time.
right. We'll make this real quick then.
Yeah, that's fine. So, Fulgrim's gonna wander into the bar, and he's gonna, sit at the table, order a drink.
Hold on. I actually have a map for this one.
Oh, cool.
I just didn't have one for a library. And I will hear no complaints of the generic tokens I'm using.
Complain.
There we go.
Oh my god, it's
Rabble,
Sami
rabble,
Zayn.
Rabble, complain.
What? I got the joke, but seriously though, that came out of nowhere. What are you talking about? They're not the same
I
person.
apologize. He's just his heir.
Anyways, Scalodius will look around, take in the current patrons, and see who's what.
You see a handful of what you would assume to be commoners, relaxing, some eating lunch, some talking to each other, drinking.
I'm gonna lean over to Scalodius and sort of just nudge him with my elbow. Act casual. Pretend we're ordering a drink. And just,
Do we really need to pretend that though?
Well, we don't want to act. We don't want to look suspicious, do we?
No. Just getting a feel for the place is all I'm doing. I believe that's quite normal.
Are you two okay? The woman at the counter called.
Yes, quite.
We're fine.
You've been standing there for a while.
We're just admiring the
Apologies.
place. We're kind of out of town. Out of towners.
It is quite a lovely tavern you have here.
Real big. Way bigger than the ones I'm used to.
As you
Can we
say
get a
this-
couple of ales?
As you say this, a waitress will walk over, smile, and says, "I'm Marble. Can I help you?"
Oh. Hey, Marble. Couple of drinks for us would be great. I'll take just a regular old ale if you don't mind.
We're running a special right now on Aries Berry Punch.
Ooh, that sounds actually quite nice.
Just that, my fair maiden.
She nods and goes, "One for each of you."
Oh, okay then.
She smiles.
Thank you very much.
She smiles, heads off, and returns, setting 2 large mugs of a purplish liquid on your table and smiles. "Can I get you anything else?"
You got any like some chicken or like a turkey or something?
How would you like it prepared?
I wouldn't mind mine roasted if you don't mind.
He nods and then looks to Scalodius.
I will just have some bread to go with my drinks.
Would you like anything in between the bread?
Ooh, well, I suppose if you have any cheeses, that would be greatly appreciated.
Any meats?
Not today.
Would you like your bread toasted?
God. Oh yes, please.
What kind of cheeses do you want in it?
Scalodius then looks to Thorgrim. There's more than one kind of cheese.
A lot. I don't know any of the names of them though. Shit.
We have a selection. If you would like, I could bring you a cheese board instead, so that you can sample all of them.
Oh, that would be lovely. How much would that cost?
5 gold.
Very
Is
well.
that
And he'll.
Is that with the drinks or
immediately-
without?
Oh, it's a special we're running right now.
Oh shit.
He'll hand over the 5 gold.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Please, my
take-
friend.
She'll take it, smile before heading off, and will eventually return with a board of cheese that she sets on the table for you all.
Oh wow.
Pour myself a drink, grab some cheese, and just start sampling.
Okay.
Thank you kindly, Marble.
You're very welcome. And let me know if you need anything.
Oh, I'm sure we will.
Scalodius will just nod. Bless you, child.
She
And
smiles. She smiles to this and goes on her way.
And
What a nice young lady.
yeah, she's real kind. Wow, that was. While Marble is leaving, I'm gonna just take a quick peek to see if there's any conspicuous tattoos on her forearm.
On Marble?
Yeah,
Roll perception.
I guess it doesn't hurt to check, yeah.
it doesn't hurt to
call.
check. Perception. I don't see any. I'm good.
She seems fine.
Yeah, she's fine.
You probably sent the 2 worst people to do the scouting mission of all things.
My perception's okay. It's not great.
Well, mine's worse than that, so... Oh no, I'm about the same, actually. We both only have a +2 to it.
That's fine. So, I mean, we probably benefit best from, like, one gives the other the help action so that they have advantage.
Quite so.
So,
That's probably how we're gonna go forward with our
as you all enjoy your cheese board and drinks, which you find is actually dragonberry punch, by the way.
Ooh. Yeah, that sounds real good.
Tasty.
You all hear the tavern door open as a duo will walk in with what looks to be a male minotaur decked out in very high tech armor, who is currently in a one-sided argument where he is arguing at a white dragonborn who seems to just be ignoring him entirely.
Oh my word.
As they walk by, and as they pass the table, you hear the Minotaur go, "You can't just pick fights." "Yes, I can." "No! We're going to get mugged because of you." "They're going to try to mug us because of me."
Definitely taking a quick peek and seeing if any tattoos pop out to us.
Yeah, I'll help out.
Roll perception.
Oh, well, since he's helping me, it's a 19.
Now, on them, the female Dragonborn has a tattoo, but it does not mark the description that you were given to look for.
So, not a match. Interesting. Lively bunch that walked in. But he says that, but just kind of subtly shakes his head to Thorgrim, signaling that ain't a target.
Yeah. Thorgrim just nods.
Huh. Very rambunctious youngsters.
Eventually, the Minotaur calms down as the two will continue having a conversation with them now discussing what they are going to eat.
I wonder if a couple of people who scrap a lot might have encounters with them.
Yeah, probably. You want to go talk to him?
Sure.
I'm gonna take my drink and a little bit of the cheese over.
Scalodius nods and grabs the rest of the board to bring over.
Yep. I'm just gonna... you mind if we share the table with you boys? Or with you people?
The Minotaur looks over at you and blinks and goes, no, I guess you can. Whereas the female Dragonborn sips her drink and seems to be eyeing you both.
I'm gonna glance at the female Dragonborn and just say, something up. Here you guys have been, scrapping.
So you've been eavesdropping on us.
Well, it's not that hard. You two are pretty loud.
My child, we wouldn't have tried very hard to eavesdrop, unfortunately.
But you did.
Just so happened to hear as you passed by.
We were
That's all.
trying not to, but again, you two are very loud.
Didn't try hard enough then, she says, and goes back to drinking her drink.
So,
no.
enough
Don't need
of
to
that.
get upbeat about this.
Yeah.
I'm
More important thing is
I'm
what
sorry about her. She doesn't like new people, the Minotaur says, in a slightly annoyed manner.
she doesn't seem to pay you much mind either.
That's because we've known each other since we were kids.
Ah,
As funny as it is, that's actually her being nice.
that's funny.
It was quite refreshing for me. I don't see many of my kind ever, so this is very new to see more of my kind.
To this, the Dragonborn raises an eyebrow because for her, they're very abundant.
Yes, I apologize. Where I'm from, I'm a rarity rather than a commonplace.
He's not from around here, let's just say that.
Uh-huh.
So, about the scraps you people have been getting into. You mind talking about that more? Who have you been fighting with?
As you ask if she would mind, she immediately says yes, to which the Minotaur rolls her eyes and shakes his head and just goes, let's just say gang members.
Oh, does this town have a gang problem?
Yes and no. Not technically, but depends on who you ask.
Huh. Gonna share a knowing look with Scalodius and be like, So are these gang people pretty aggressive, or are they just kind of just, you don't if you don't mess with us, we don't mess with you?
Are you a cop? The female dragonborn suddenly asks.
No, I'm not actually from this town. I'm all the way from Sobania, so I'm just curious about these gang people. I don't like gangs.
I am but a humble priest. I hold no authority in these lands. I am but a humble priest.
Sure you are.
Oh, believe me, when he starts talking about, his deity, I won't say his name, he just won't shut up. Let's be honest here.
Oh, but everyone must know the good word. Skillos looks like he's about to go into preaching mode again.
No. Ixnay on the Ichin pray.
But I already cleared that up, huh?
So,
sad face dragonborn.
yeah. Aw, poor preacher. Like I said, I don't really enjoy the idea of, gangs forcing their will upon the populace. It really, I don't know. I'm kind of one of those types that just doesn't like bullies. And it seems like these gang folk are fitting the bill of them bullies.
Okay. The Dragonborn watches you both for a little while before looking to the Minotaur and begins talking, and seemingly they begin sharing a regular conversation.
Is it something we said?
And eventually she will look back to you both and go, you two are acting very suspicious.
Probably.
Are we?
Sorry, I'm not very good at conversations.
Skillos genuinely doesn't know what they're talking about.
But it's very weird for two strangers to walk up and ask about details about that sort of thing.
Oh, I see. I believe I can clear up this confusion, as we both have experience with a lot of fighting as well, and sometimes we just like to hear about events that happen. I believe this one was a champion at some point.
Yep. Well, fight pits in Sobania, but, that's a thing.
The male Minotaur blinks a bit and then looks you over and goes, Thorgrim Coldbeard, right?
Wow, you actually... Yeah, that's me. Shit.
Yeah, my dad took me to a few of your fights when I was younger.
Oh. Well, I'm glad. Did you enjoy it?
I guess. I didn't exactly grow up in my father's footsteps, but yeah.
Oh.
It was enjoyable, I guess.
What did you end up being that is so unlike your dad?
I I decided that my calling was to help further the advancement of technology.
Ah, you sound like my son then.
He tilts his head to this.
Oh, sorry. No. Sorry. Scratch that. You sound like my daughter, is what I meant to say. Because it's my daughter who's the one who did the technology thing. My son's a minor, but my daughter, she really likes the technology and the machines and the, wanting to better the lives of the populace, some such.
The Minotaur nods to this and says, "Interesting."
Yeah, she's always trying to build fancy machines that help the, help make it easier to mine, or like, maybe if you need something carrying, she'll help you build something to carry something for you, or, things like that. It's more like trying to ease hard labor, because we dwarven folk, we do a lot of hard labor.
Well, hopefully she is helping you with all of that.
I mean, hopefully. I haven't seen her in some time, unfortunately. And then, like, a thought occurs to him. Oh, shit. They're probably talking to right to my kids. Oh, shit.
You're actually close by to your country.
Oh, shit. And, like, you see the proverbial light bulb forming over Thorgrim's head, and he's like, oh, God, we're home. Oh, God.
Thorgrim, are you quite all right?
I just realized where we were and how close we are to my home.
Yeah, you just kind of stared off towards the Dragonborn lady, and I don't think she appreciates the stare.
Oh, sorry. That's not what I meant. When I start thinking of home and my family, I get that 1,000-yard stare. Sorry. Yeah, I should really write to my kids.
Do you want to go take care of that, my friend, while I continue our drinking?
I would, but right now we got some. I don't know.
It's quite alright, Thorgrim. I shall be fine on my own.
Are you absolutely sure?
I can handle.
Turns to look at Scalodius with the look of, we're supposed to be doing something important.
I'm sure that your children would love to hear what you've been up to, and as a father of a church and one who takes care of orphans, I can understand wanting to check in and make sure they're all right, and wanting them to know that I'm all right. It is something that is most important to us in this world.
Well, great. Now he's torn. Thanks.
Go. Perhaps you might find some inspiration when you go to where you need to send a letter. Hint, hint.
Yeah, Thorgrim's kind of just fidgeting. Not really sure what to do.
I'll make sure your drinks are refilled when you get back.
That's not what I'm concerned about.
Right. So that'll be y'all's turn for now.
Yeah, I actually gotta take off for a couple minutes.
Alrighty. So that leads us back to Beastie.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
Well, I guess Beastie's just gonna explore the city and see what she can see. She's not really looking for anything in particular.
Okay. If she's not looking for anything in particular, then she's just gonna wander. Okay, then I guess roll perception. see. What do you find with a 20? And with a 20. With a 20. With a 20. Give me just a minute. I gotta find something for you to do.
Broke out the paper fan. It's usually warm. And not warm enough to turn on the AC.
Just difficult to navigate sometimes. Alright, roll me a d20. You walk through the streets and the scent of paper hits your nose, and as you look around, you notice you have accidentally stumbled across a map maker's shop.
She's gonna head on in.
Okay, you walk in, you see several people perusing various maps and going about their business, and you see several what look to be runners of the store going around. As you enter, one of them looks to you and goes, "How can I help you?"
She will look around. Map store. What?
Yes, they say, seeming a little
What maps
confused at
you
the way
make?
you're saying this. Oh, we have mostly for the continent here, but some of our people have gone out and managed to trace some of the other continents that are around.
Continent? What is continent called?
Yes. We don't have a name for it just yet. This continent, however, is called Aria. The ones that we have visited that aren't this one don't have names as of yet.
Can you give map of Aria?
Of course, he says, and he will walk over and looks to you and goes, "How detailed of a map do you want?"
How much costs most detail?
He can sell you a detailed map for about 30.
Her eyes widen up. 30?
Yes.
She'll rub.
Why? That is a very fair. That is a very
Where
fair
I come
price.
from, maps are very expensive.
You must not have cartographers where you're from.
Cartographers? No.
Map makers.
Hard to explore.
That is a fair
So
point.
is safe to explore here?
I would assume so. I see no reason why it wouldn't
She's
be.
a bit in shock and looks around again. Me want map. 30 gold.
Oh. He nods and
She'll hand
holds
over
his hand
30
out.
gold.
Wonderful. And he
She'll
will
take
hand
the
you a
map.
map.
And we'll look it over.
Okay. You have a very detailed map of the
She
continent
is staring
area.
at it for a while. Map backwards.
Okay. I assure you it's not.
She will look at it and then turn it like so she's looking at the mirrored part from the back of the paper. This home, she points to it. Like this.
Okay.
Place different. Me come here through glowing hole in ground.
Very strange.
She'll then roll up the map. Thank you, map man. She'll
You're
then
welcome.
walk out. But we'll pause. Wait. She'll walk back in. And we'll take out some of the things. Like, she did take potions from the wizard's place. And a lot of other things as well that she has not had time to sift through. You know where I can sell this?
You will have to know what it is before you can sell it to ensure that it's not dangerous. But you would have to go to an apothecary.
Where
for
me
that.
find Where me find that?
If you go out of the store and take a left, it is
She
about
knows.
one block
I will
down.
start heading. Though, she will find a safe alley to go in and will sift through everything she took. Because she took just a whole... I think she took just a whole...
You took
Yeah.
an entire shelf of
A whole shelf of
thing.
potential potions. So she's gonna try and sift through and see how many she managed to scrounge. As well as what else she got.
I mean, you have some old tattered books. Roll 2d12s. You have 9 unknown bottles of liquids.
She's going to look these over. And it's going to rub her chin a bit. And then she'll pick up 2. Do they look like one potion is bigger than the other? Like one bottle is bigger than the other? Or are they the same?
You have a few bottles of various
Alright.
sizes.
She's going to take one, like the smallest one, get the biggest one, and it's just gonna pour the smallest one into the biggest one. And then bottle up the potion and we'll shake it.
Okay. Okay.
Oh
Roll
no,
a sleight
don't
of
drop the
hand.
beastie. Ah, she dropped it.
Alright, so you shake the bottle, and you feel the bottle beginning to vibrate as you stare at it, and then it cracks, and a spew of grayish smoke blows into your face.
Uh-oh.
Roll a Constitution saving throw. Alright. It is no longer your turn. as we will, Gloom Hollow is currently gone, so we will jump back to George and Adelsarde.
Alright. So are we at the office now?
After a long bit of walking, you make it to Broxton's mansion, which has a very tall stone fence, and as well as guards patrolling along it. There is another building here that looks to be a fairly sizable one. You see people going in and out of it, mostly guards, but there are people going in and out. If you wish to investigate that.
El will look to George. What do you think? Jay? DBRB? Oh.
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Oh.
What's happening?
It's your and Adelsarde's turn.
We arrived.
Oh,
There are guards everywhere. Big stone fence. There's a building that a bunch of guards are going into. She's asking what George thinks.
Yeah, is either something big going on or something happened? I mean, if you are here, suddenly here as a diplomat on some emergency business, then I can make that known and see what happens.
Unsure if it counts as emergency business, though, and I highly doubt lying to him is going to... Well, I guess it could be considered an emergency for the city. Very well.
If it's considered any type of emergency, I'm sure it'll be fine. If he doesn't consider it an emergency, then that's on him. If you personally consider it one, then, you know.
Alright.
What can he say?
And we don't know yet. We do not know Beastie's fate, man.
I feel like Beastie's gonna get electrocuted.
So she had 9 questionable potions that she pulled from the wizard's place in Crestfall, and so she took 2 of them and mixed them together, at which point a gray mist blew into her face, and now it's no longer her turn, and it will not be for the rest of this in-game day. So
balls.
Oh.
Alright. Oh. Adel is going to start heading towards the building.
okay. You're into the building and look around. You see guards patrolling, and you see various people sitting at desks. Some are giving out orders. Some are talking to what looked to be regular civilians. And as you enter, one of the guards looks to you and says, "Welcome,
Hello.
welcome. How can we assist you?"
I was hoping if we could get a very quick emergency meeting with Broxton.
All meetings that need to be placed with Broxton must be made at the city hall.
Yes, but unfortunately, it's rather urgent, and we don't have the 6 months to wait. It's in regards to the safety of the city.
Of course, but all meetings must be placed at the
Very
city
well.
hall.
Before I go, she'll guess around. Was this place like a guards barracks, or?
This is just a building where we can have guards on standby
alright.
if need be.
And where is the city hall exactly? Alright.
It is in the middle of the city.
Alright.
He will
I
give
will
you
take them
directions.
and look over to George. Well, it seems we must go to the city hall if we want to speak with Broxton.
Bureaucracy, don't you just love
Adel doesn't
Rome?
seem that bothered.
Yeah, guess so.
My favorite color of
She
cape.
does wear a red and black cape. Well, Elle will start heading towards the city hall.
George going through all of this. Why is everyone giving us the runaround? Adel Sarday. Man, that was infinitely faster
Yeah.
than what I'm used to.
Usually it's
George used to just walking into his mom's place just to have a meeting and a talk. Meanwhile, have to go and set up meetings on meetings on meetings
I mean-
in this realm.
usually whenever I try and set up meetings with other kingdoms, they're usually significantly more hostile. So this is a nice change of pace.
I mean, is this place supposed to be hostile
but
to you?
you know how my... Actually, you probably don't. Well, the Drow Empire has a negative, what's the word? Reputation.
Connotation.
George, as she says this, the drow from your world are known as flame-worshipping cultists. So they don't exactly have a good one either.
Huh. It can't be any worse than the drow who were mostly just cultists back in my
I met the Drow in your world. Right now, I'm not really sure. Considering I'm going to be asking for their help in a bit, I'm still not sure. I'm on the fence about that. But, either way, I expect we're going to be busy with this the whole day. I'll be surprised if we're even able to see Prox at all. So, I hope you're prepared to potentially be disappointed.
I mean, I'm sure it'll be fine. My only concern is to not be gone for too long, because I need to not
Well,
be
we
able to
are
get
in a
in
different
contact with my
realm.
mother at all,
It
so
makes sense.
yeah, that also makes me think. He's gonna see if he can still kind of try to channel some magic energy in his hand.
You still have your magic, yeah. Just as far as you're aware, you cannot contact your mom.
Huh. Okay.
The past,
There's also one other
you
thing
tell?
I'm curious about,
I
but
might have answers.
kind of looking up at the sky and seeing how it's like a lot brighter. I'm assuming time works differently here than it does in
I do not think so.
in our world.
Yes.
Really?
Well, she'll look around to see if there are any newspapers or anything like that. Alright.
Roll a perception.
Adel. Let's see if you're able to spot anything with those detective princess eyes of yours.
Do your princess eyes see?
What do your elf eyes see, Adel Sarday?
They see, as she's walking, they see Birdie suddenly get very interested, spotting a fly flying in the air before waving its two front legs and firing a miniature firebolt which hits the fly, and as it falls, you watch as Birdie grabs it and
Stare.
begins eating.
That's just the most adorable, deadly... That's the most adorable, deadly amount of force I've ever seen. Good job, Birdie.
If you could understand it, you would assume he would be saying,
What was I looking for again? Oh, right.
Oh,
A
no.
newspaper.
Hubert, do you see any?
Hubert, I'm distracted, please.
We have a very easily
Ail's,
distracted group.
Hubert, you don't understand.
Ail's
Birdie
usually
was being
quite focused,
adorable.
but unfortunately, she really likes spiders.
As you
Our
ask,
heroes, ladies and gentlemen.
as you ask this, Hubert is very casually handing you a newspaper.
She'll take it and look at its date.
You're welcome. It is the
Does
date
it
of
seem
today.
like it's been a year and a bit, or like non Does it seem like the amount of time that has passed since they left is the same as when they were in Crestfall?
Do you remember what day you left when you got transported to
She
Crestfall?
knows that it has been about a year because they've been traveling for months and weeks. And she has a clock, so she keeps track of time. So I'd say yes, but, yes?
It's roughly the same amount of time
So,
then.
actually, before giving the newspaper back, she'll check what the headlines are.
One of the headlines is leading mind Nathan Arachnus has found a way to harness ether without the needs of crystals.
Her eyes widen a little. That's not good.
What is it?
She'll point to
That name.
Nathan Arachnus discovered how to harness ether without the usage of crystals. Well, it's less about who he
I don't know who
is,
that
but
is.
more what he did. Yes.
Harnessing ether.
She will gesture to her hand, which is flowing with dark ether. This, well, a different version of this, I think. This is dark ether. We saw light ether, and that was what Mark was capable of doing with it. If this Nathan Arachnus character was able to harness light ether without the usage of crystals, and he makes that public knowledge, that would have ramifications on a global scale. So, this man might have created a whole new revolution of technology, and as a result, may have started a completely new arms race as well. That's in the fact that Solaria and Lunaria were, well, at odds with one another, but that was kept in check specifically because they were equals. With this invention, Solaria could end up jumping forward ahead. And while I know about the previous leader during the time of the heroes, I don't know about the leaders now. This could have political ramifications on the continent as well. So, this is big. And she'll roll up the newspaper. To think, this whole thing was happening while we were dealing with the cult and the people that are trying to eat the realms. We should speak with Nathan at some point.
I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, isn't that kind of their whole plan? Is to just kind of sow chaos as much as possible?
From what I've gathered thus far, they're focusing on your realm, Crestfall, for some reason. I don't know why, nor why we were sent there from Aria. Here. But Nathan would be a good ally to have. We'll have to look into this. But for the time being.
That, or said they're focusing on my land. They could also be
It
planting
wouldn't
seeds
surprise
in
me.
others while they work on that.
As we've seen with the puppeteer, their goals span countless realms. Then she pauses. Wait a second. The puppeteer fought copies of all of us. But he has been doing that for millennia.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
our copies said that they were fighting the cult. But this cult only formed. Well, no. This cult's plans only became offensive when they ousted the Bend from their outer god realm, elder god group. But that only happened recently.
Like I said, it could have been seeds getting planted, and ourselves
Then
were
why
trying
did-
to snuff out that seed,
Then why did the band
and
not
that's what
stop
caused
it?
us to.
According to Tauntaun, he was against the whole thing. He's supposed to stop them from doing that. So why didn't he? Something
You said he's
similar.
a god, right?
Not exactly a god. Outer one.
Could have the same morals as others, where they don't really try to get involved.
No,
in
those were
people's
the
issues.
2 ones. If I remember correctly, there are 3. The ones, and they destroy universes that are created in order to make sure that there is a balance or something or another. There are 2 which watch over them and don't interfere, but there are 3. And the Bend was the one that was meant to act as control. I guess then that means their universes that were destroyed were meant to be destroyed. Maybe.
I mean, that
If
could
only
be
there
the
was
case
someone
there,
we
I
could
guess.
ask aside from Tauntaun. His explanations are erratic.
Yeah, when it comes to explanations, I find myself never asking.
He has a
Tom to
lot of
explain
the
anything to me.
answers, but he tells them in such cryptic ways. Either way, that's a thought for another time, but is definitely a thought that should be had. She'll hand the newspaper back to Hubert. Please keep that, Hubert. She'll then look up.
He will nod and
Well,
move
looks like
away.
we're here at the city hall.
And it looks like it's time for Gloom Hollow and Auto
I feel like
Adventures.
Ale just
Yay.
came up with like an
Yay.
very
Oh.
important thought, but I
Oh.
don't know if it is important or not.
Also, it's about 3 in
Yay.
the afternoon now.
Yeesh.
And, so, what's Otto and Gloom Hollow doing?
I'm talking now, reading.
Are you just gonna keep reading?
I am perusing as many city history documents that I can in order to determine some valuable information as opposed or that would possibly be of interest to a rival mafia family.
Okay. Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna go outside and take a look around. I'll stay I'll try to stay close in the area at least.
What are you looking around for?
I mean, just anything really. I got a chance to explore a section of the city yesterday. I haven't really gotten to, I don't think, this part yet.
Would you like me to come with you? I feel a little at unease knowing you would be going alone.
I mean, I can protect myself.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. I have ways to make sure I either can't be seen or can't be touched.
As you wish, but please return quickly. I do not wish to have to explain to the others that you had gone missing or something. I would not like to see you harmed or just disposed of in any way.
Okay. Let me think for a second. Gonna think for a second, and then he's going to snap his fingers. Oh, yeah, I have an idea of how you can know I'm okay.
Okay.
Going to cast a spell on LV.
Counterspell. No, just kidding.
Where he is going to be doing intellect focus on her.
Ooh.
Right now I kind of just give you a little bit of a, I guess that's what's gonna be like a boost to your mind, but it requires me to concentrate on it. So
So if your concentration fades, that means you are in trouble.
yeah,
But also only lasts for an hour.
yeah, and usually I can keep it up for an hour, so I'll try to see if I can return by then.
That would
Before
be
then.
preferred. Goes off before the hour is up. I will know something is up.
Yeah, or if I can get back before the hour is up.
Very well. Enjoy your walk.
Thank you. And then he'll start heading out.
I will return to perusing city history documents to glean information.
Okay. What kind of information are you looking for?
Famous historical buildings, monuments, any special, like not really mining operations, but like places of great wealth, any locations that would probably be good for a rival mafia family to control, steal, or just generally be abreast of so that they can perform their nefarious deeds.
Roll an intelligence check.
Flat intelligence. Pretty good.
Alright. So, for a while, it explains that Solaria was, mining crystals of dark ether, and that is, or crystals of ether, and that is how they managed to get so wealthy and more or less jumpstart the creation of higher technologies.
Okay.
That's all you can glean with that check, though.
Okay, that's actually surprisingly helpful.
Alrighty. So, what's Otto doing then?
I'll just kind of head outside and stretch. He's feel like he's been kind of enclosed into like a small area for a little bit. You know, the library is big, and he's just gonna kind of, I guess, walk around this, this section of the city. He can within an hour and see if he spots anything interesting.
Okay, roll perception. It looks like a city, man.
Well,
Alright.
yeah.
Which leads us, with that, Otto shall go exploring, which leads us back to the daddy duo.
Daddies!
Daddy,
That sounds weird.
daddy.
Only because everybody is making it weird. Like, I hate how mommy and daddy is a totally different meaning.
Jordan,
Daddy.
stop it.
What? No. Anyway, what are you two doing now?
Thorgrim is going to. We're still in the company of the other duo, correct?
Yeah.
Are they currently conversating, or?
I mean, they're talking to each other.
Galilius
Thorgrim
is attempting to share cheese.
I mean, if spoken to, they will speak back, but they seem to be talking to one another for right now.
Okay, Thorgrim is going to take this time to try and surreptitiously look around for tattooed folk.
Roll a perception.
Decent.
That's all right. You look around, but nothing seems out of the ordinary.
Okay. I'm gonna lean over to Scalodius and just say, no dice so far.
Patience, my friend.
No dice so far. We weren't looking for dice.
What does dice have to do with our situation?
Yeah, like we're not looking for dice, Master Thorgrim. We're looking for people with the straight. I mean,
No dice so far. What does dice have to do with our search?
Yeah, exactly.
So I apologize. I don't think I introduced myself. You do, of course, know my traveling companion here, but I am Scalodius.
Oh, I'm Maverick, the Minotaur says. And he looks to the white dragonborn, who sips her drink and says nothing, before sighing and goes, "This is Blizzard."
Blizzard. Maverick.
Yes.
So what we were talking about before, some gang wasn't harassing you, were they? So that's an awful thing,
Once again, they're not.
especially if it's Vikings.
They're not really a gang, but she has a tendency to pick fights with the wrong people.
Ah, so they were not picking a fight with you. I see.
They were trying to get back at her for what she's done.
Oh?
Some raises an eyebrow.
She picks fights rather frequently
For amusement, or?
because they mess with me.
Oh, protective. Got it.
That's no good at all. These fellows seem like they need a lesson in manners, all right? And it's lovely that your companion here is here to help protect you.
Yeah.
Maverick kind of blinks as you say this.
Can't have anyone roughing up you sciencey types.
Right. He says, looking to the side.
Oh, perhaps it's the fate of the gods themselves that we met in this tavern today. Perhaps by the good word of the Lord himself. It starts going on he's about to go on another religious tangent.
Father, no.
As you say this,
Sorry.
As you say this, Blizzard points at you and goes, "Look, I've met some of the gods, so I highly doubt it's their fault that you're here."
It's their fault.
Oh, I actually got to meet one last night. Very strong lady. Very intimidating, but very understanding.
Also had a cute kid.
Oh yes, quite.
That's not very descriptive.
Oh,
Thinks about it for a moment.
redheaded
Red hair?
lady had a baby strapped to her front, and
Oh,
Very
and she
stern.
said she was the queen of the dragons or something?
Oh,
Or no, god of the dragons.
oh, you mean Auntie?
what?
Auntie?
Yeah. She offers no explanation.
That would explain why you are so fighty.
No, she says, shaking her head. That's thanks to my mom.
Oh. It runs in the family, I guess.
She,
That
She's
lady
from-
has a sister?
no, I'm not related to Aries by blood, but I call her
Ah.
Auntie. because of my dad.
Huh.
Skellius just tilts his head, confused.
Hmm.
Being the simple mind he is.
Sometimes the family that you have is not always the family that you're born with.
Oh, like the children and I have at the orphanage back at home.
Yeah, like that.
Ah, yes, I understand now. Sorry, I tend to help run that orphanage because I know what it's like to not grow up a family. So some of these terms are a little confusing to me.
I understand that. Reach over.
Still, I'd prefer if children didn't have to grow up like I did.
Yeah, I would always
Just kind of stares at his drink a little bit,
some people.
and then looks back up.
You know, just the hand we're dealt with, unfortunately. Reach out.
Just looks back up to the other.
I'm gonna reach out and pat Scalorius on the shoulder, kind of like, you know, I understand, bro.
He looks back up to the other two companions. Oh, my apologies. I shouldn't be talking like that. This is a beautiful time for us to be. We should be a lot more joyous in these days, and not dwell on past too much.
I'm gonna look around again. See if I can spot.
Thorgrim looks around. I can sniff them with my snuffers.
I'm gonna try and sniff him with my snuffer.
So this
I can't sniff him with my snuffer.
too full of cheese.
Yeah, my snuffer is full of cheese.
So, if at all possible, maybe me and my companion can help you out if those ruffians do come out again, because you two seem like you've had enough of them.
Okay. So, what'd you say, Chaos?
I said, well, basically, Scalorius was offering to, you know, travel around town with them a little bit, in case that some other people try to harass Maverick. Because it seems like they've had enough of it, and it seems beneath them.
As soon as you offer, Blizzard immediately goes, no.
Oh, I just figured you'd appreciate them not harassing you, but I understand if you would rather deal with it yourself. My apologies if I overstepped a boundary.
It's more I don't want you following me.
Lady Blizzard, I'm
She raises
not trying
an
to
eyebrow.
follow you.
She raises an eyebrow as you call her lady.
Oh, right, my apologies. Old speaking habits. Miss Blizzard. No, that's not right either. Blizzard, there we go. I apologize. Old speaking habits. They
As
still
you say,
pop up every now and then.
as you say this, you get a feeling that she's trying to get a deeper read on you speaking before she squints her eyes. Now, rather than being simply annoyed you're around, she seems suspicious of you.
Both of us or just him?
Just him.
Uh-oh.
Is there something on my face?
She doesn't reply and goes back to her drink.
Can I roll insight on why Dragon leaves suspicious?
Sure.
Why suspicious?
It was specifically Scalodius calling her Lady Blizzard. She did not seem to like that.
Damn you, old speaking habits.
Maybe we should, not be so formal around these folk. They don't seem to enjoy formalities. Oh,
I see.
it's a turn.
Still, maybe turn to like kind of the whisper to Thorgrim. Maybe we should just come clean and see what gang is harassing them.
If you think that's a good idea.
Y'all gonna get shivved.
We're not dealing with gang members right now, but
Yes.
still might be a possibility.
That you know of. Maybe they're all secretly gang members.
Everybody pulls a
Reject.
knife at once.
We don't know what's under those
Anyways.
skirts.
Since you're the more likable one here, I'll leave that up to your discretion.
What? What? Me? Do you know who I am?
No.
I don't think I'm making a good impression with Miss Blizzard. You're probably the best hope right now.
Listen, yeah, I'm gonna just clear the air here a little bit. And Thorgrim's gonna just become less casual in his posture and sort of lean forward. We're kind of looking into gang activity here. Not as cops, but as people who are really not fond of what they're trying to do in this city.
The vigilantes.
Yeah, of sorts.
You know that's illegal, right?
Ooh. Like I said, we're not from here, so we didn't really get the memo. But... shit. Well, that backfired miserably. Yeah. That shuts Thorgrim up immediately. He kind of looks Scalodius like, uh-oh.
So it's illegal for us to investigate, huh?
I mean,
At-
under vigilante. Like,
Vigilantism.
At,
Yeah,
the-
no.
at this, the Minotaur sighs before saying, vigilantism is only enacting some sort of force on criminals without going to the direct authorities for it. However, what she is not telling you is you could work in part with the authorities to investigate something if you ask them and they have something in need of investigation.
That wouldn't technically be vigilantism then.
No.
Or just be providing information.
Fair point. You want to go do that then, Scale? Go visit the cops.
I didn't hear that. Sorry.
You want to go do that, Scaly?
Did you just call me Skilly?
Yeah,
Are
Scaly.
you-
Pop scales?
Blizzard just raises an eyebrow and goes, "Are you two a couple?"
No.
Yes.
Young lady, I am a priest. I am
What?
I am
Oh,
a
so you have
soldier.
so you have something against homosexuals? She asks, just now glaring daggers at you.
No, now see here, young lady. I have nothing against the thing, but I
All
myself
right, all
am
right.
not one for companionship in this scenario. That is all.
Just so you know, I'm married to someone already, and he's gonna like grab Scalodius and sort of just drag him out.
I shall possibly try to talk to your parents at some point.
Oh, please do. My dad's name's Obitus.
Immediate stop, immediate turn.
Hmm?
Your dad's name is who?
Obitus.
I know the name.
She says
Oh.
very slowly and sarcastically.
Huh? That makes finding him a lot easier.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Does it though? Does it make finding him easier?
You know,
He's lost on another
look to
continent.
Blizzard. You know that your attitude suddenly makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. Anyway, we gotta go do some police shit.
You guys know I act more like my mom than my dad, right?
We never met your mom. We have no frame of reference.
Yeah.
Not your dad, though.
Yeah, we know your dad. He's eccentric, to say the least.
He says nothing and turns back to Maverick.
All right. We gotta go.
Alright,
Uh-huh.
so as you guys are heading out, you hear the door open, and 5 people will walk in. And then one nods to you as you guys head out as they head to their table.
Immediately looking for tattoos.
Roll perception.
Go.
Aha!
I will be helping you.
Didn't really change much.
As the one who you believe to be the leader, the big one, walks by, you swear you see a tattoo on his arm.
It doesn't match the description.
From what you can see of it, it kind of sort of does.
Immediate stop. Think we found our guys.
Follow my lead. Skellies will walk back to
no.
You know what? No. You know what? No. I think I need to talk to you about matters, and I believe you need to have the whole deities themselves intervened.
Not interested.
Oh, Lords, blessed it. Starts to go full sermon mode to be a
great.
distraction.
Now you got him going. Uh-oh.
To get Thorgrim to listen to the other group.
Yep.
Give
Oh,
us a
you're in
reason to
trouble
stay.
now.
I'm basically giving us a reason to stay.
Yeah.
It goes full
Alright.
sermon.
And I'm
Okay.
making him on.
So then, with that going on, Beastie, I need you to roll a D100 plus your level.
Yeah, 11. 12. So D100 plus 12. Surprise me.
Somehow rolls a -1.
What? Plus
All right.
12.
We'll get back to what happened with Beastie.
Random effects go.
In the next morning.
In the next morning? Oh no, she got her shit rocked.
I was really hoping you would roll that. All right.
Oh, you got one the DM wanted. That's a bad sign.
All right. So, I need. Okay. So, Elvie and Otto, this will be the last thing you guys get to do before the end of the night. What are you doing?
I would like to slightly change gears and start researching finding any books or documents on the ether mining operations of Sol.
Okay, roll an intelligence check.
Okay. Hey!
20.
All right. So, what exactly are you looking for in this specific instance?
Basically, how it started, where the ether mining operations are, just everything about where, when, how, and why the ether operations are as they are. I just want to know as much as I can about them to find out just as much as I can.
The only thing that you can get is the why, and is the when, and the when was before the war between Lunaria and Solaria started, which in turn allowed Solaria to keep up with the ever-advancing magic of the Lunarians.
Okay, so this has been going on for a very, very long time.
Yes. From what you can tell, they now mine for monetary purposes rather than war, however.
Okay, that makes sense.
And Otto?
Yeah, LV's just fascinated.
Yeah, I was gonna start making his start kind of like on his way back. He's gonna also just keep look around for anything suspicious or people with tattoos.
Okay, roll perception.
Yeah, I feel like Roll's kind of just gonna hear fucking Scalodius bragging about his fucking doing his sermon.
Well, you don't hear anything at first, but you can meet back up with LV, and as you two are heading back towards the mansion that you were told to make it before the end of the night, you do in fact, in passing, hear Scalodius's voice coming from a bar that you pass on your way by. Do you enter?
Yeah, screw it, I'll enter. He'll just be like, oh, here's Scalodius, and then we'll start walking in.
LV will absolutely follow.
Okay. So you both enter the bar, and you do in fact see Scalodius currently preaching at a table with a white dragonborn and a male minotaur.
And the good Lord then came unto thee and said,
All right,
Hello.
roll a con save, Scalodius.
Here comes the running gag of Scalodius getting hurt. Too bad I wasn't raging.
As you're talking, Blizzard will just look at you and very gently exhale at you as a mist comes out of her mouth and freezes your mouth shut.
Hello.
Blizzard will look down at you and tilt her head and go, "Hi."
Sorry, the preaching one of ours.
Why is his mouth frozen shut?
Because he wouldn't shut up.
That tracks.
Fair enough. And he's gonna
Scalodius
see the guy
just
with all the...
just continuing like nothing happened and just makes hand motions.
He's gonna see all the guy with the technology and then shift over to him. Hello.
Oh, right in his lap apparently.
He looks at you and gives you a smile and goes, "Oh, hello."
Really like your armor?
"Oh, thank you. I built it myself."
Hey, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Did you use any like magic, or is it all just really technological?
It's really technological from me, but it can kind of simulate magic in a way.
You ever try like enhancing it with magic?
I thought about it briefly, but my mother would be against it if I did.
Oh, wait, why's that?
She has a feud with a lizard. It's really silly, but anything I built, if it has magic in it, she wouldn't find it proper. He says, doing quotation marks.
That seems kind of dumb. No offense.
It's a little silly, but it's fine. Rivalries can be Rivalries can be fun so long as nobody gets hurt.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of understandable. Huh. Think you can show me how to make something like that?
I can certainly try. How long are you in town for?
I'm not sure. Probably for a while.
Well, I can certainly try to teach you how to build some things.
Oh, okay. Wait, sorry, I should have introduced myself. I'm Otto.
I'm Maverick, he says, offering you his hand.
He'll shake his hand, which is probably much smaller than his.
He'll notice this and will shake your hand with a pointer finger and his thumb instead, to make sure that he doesn't crush your hand.
So, are you available tomorrow?
I believe I am, yes.
Oh, okay. Would you like to meet back here then?
Yes, that sounds lovely.
Okay. Then we'll just go and stand next to Thorgrim. Wait, so why are you guys here?
I came for a drink and they decided to come and pester me, the white dragonborn says.
Oh. I'm guessing he just...
As he says this, to Gloomhaul, he kind of gives a motion to the arm, like he's trying to hide that what he's saying.
What? Huh?
I spelled poorly, but I think you understand what I typed at least.
Yeah, plain quotes.
Well, sleight of hand if you're trying not to be noticed.
For skill, that ain't bad.
I wonder if even Otto will notice it.
To be
Alright,
fair, Scalodius has been doing a lot of hand gestures. I did say that, so I'm hoping that helps.
so, you have no idea... You have no idea if LV is the only person to have noticed what you're doing.
I think I did an oopsie.
Paul's gonna be like, "What are you okay, Scalodius?"
Points to mouth.
He seems to be struggling with the fact that he cannot speak.
Points to LV.
Were you like? Well, I guess I probably kind of heard you speaking when I walked in here. Maybe if
His
you
nose does
stop,
not seem to be covered.
Yeah, hey, maybe if you stop preaching, we can get it off. I don't speak.
Looks to Thorgrim real quick.
You probably don't want me to. That it's gonna hurt if I try and pull it off of you.
He just walks over to Thorgrim, then like brings him over to LV.
How? What are you? Guess I'm over here now.
I think we can try to burn it off or melt it off.
Then to Thorgrim, because I'm pretty he knows he'll understand what he's trying to get at.
Not even the player understands what you're trying to get at.
I was gonna finish using Thorgrim as cover now. Just kind of points at his arm,
Oh yeah.
so LV can understand better.
Yep. Is there any way that a firebolt or something could be used to melt the ice off of Scalodius without setting his head on fire?
You can try. You'll have to roll an Arcana.
Oh boy.
How do you care anyway? This is Scalodius we're talking about.
Uh-oh.
Alright. So, LV, you think you have an idea of how to do it, and you move your hand towards him, and right as you do, your nose itches and you sneeze. Roll firebolt damage against Scalodius.
The priest is on fire. Quite literally.
It'd be 3d10.
Yeah, no, I just need I just need to remember how to. Oh boy.
How do I shot fire?
That's a lot of damage.
Oh, you did it did a third?
No, it upgrades as I level.
Oh, it's a cantrip, that's why.
It's a cantrip.
Hey.
You sneeze and
Sorry,
deal
my cat.
13 fire damage to Scalodius, but the ice is melted.
Oh,
Sorry.
yes.
I meant to have more control
Yes,
over
quite.
that.
I believe
dust in
I
the
need
air.
a moment. I need a moment to sit down as Thorgrim will talk to you. Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
I will lean up to LV and or LV will kind of crouch down as well, and I'll explain that Thorgrim will explain that I've spotted, tattoos on at least the big guy. And LV will just nod and go,
So were you trying to do that stealthily?
of course.
Roll stealth.
No, I'm not. No, I'm yelling it as loud as I can. Of course I'm doing it stealthily. We're trying to.
They're the guys we're looking for.
Okay.
Reasonably good.
As far as you are aware, nobody overheard you.
So, with that in mind, Thorgrim and LV will attempt to surreptitiously listen in on any conversations the other gentlemen are having.
So you're trying to eavesdrop on them now?
Yes.
Okay. Roll a perception.
Thorgrim will give LV the help action.
Okay.
So roll with advantage.
Dear God.
You,
Crappy rolls all around.
you listen to them, and as far as you're aware, they're just talking about how their days had been going.
Oh, they seem to be rather casual, please.
So, in any case, did any of my words reach you, Blizzard?
No, I started tuning you out as soon as you started speaking.
I see. I definitely will have to have a conversation with your father about that.
I don't think he'll give a shit, honestly.
Oh, you're gonna talk to my dad? Tell him I was being bad? Oh no, I'm quivering in the boots that I don't wear.
I don't like the way you're phrasing that. Please don't do that again.
He's very clearly mocking
Pretty sure
you.
that's called sarcasm.
Yes.
Gonna go tell
Sorry,
my
it's
dad.
just with one of our.
Gonna go tell my daddy that I was a bad girl. Almost as if she realizes that you are uncomfortable with it, she is now going full hammer into it. Almost as if she's trying to get you to leave.
Full on 1,000-yard stare, remembering the tauntauns.
Remembering the tauntaun.
Jesus, Corp. Laugh. It's almost as if on cue. I think I'm feeling it as if on cue a tauntaun appears.
No, Tauntaun's got other things he's planning to do.
Damn it. That would have been funny.
Well, unfortunately, there's only one in the world right now. Unless a doppelganger's still around.
You are given water, Otto.
Agua.
It is free of charge. You don't have to pay for it.
H2O.
H2V.
Alright.
He's just gonna go back to his table and sit down just drinking water.
Okay. Let's see. So now we have to do George and Middlestar Day. As it is now early evening, and you are both keenly aware that this will probably be the last thing you have time for before you have to head back to the Ackerman mansion before people will be sent to escort you, quote unquote,
Well,
back.
Time to see if we can get a quick quick appointment with Roxon.
Yep.
Yes, that we have information that will stop a war between factions of the underground, and that we require help to do so. And that the person asking for help is not only the princess and diplomat of the Drow Empire, but also a daughter of Obitus.
So do you enter the city hall?
She also grins at George. Because she knows she didn't mention it to him before.
Yeah.
So. But that she will enter, yeah.
He's gonna As they're entering, it's gonna be like, wait, what?
Wait, you're who?
All right. So as you enter, you see it's actually not that crowded because it's close to the end of the day. So most people have gone home for the evening to enjoy their quiet night at home. You do see a reception desk waiting for you, where an elf male is sitting, hands
don't
clasped
walk
together,
over to him?
and he is watching you from the moment you enter. All right. He looks to you with a blank expression and goes, "Welcome to the
I was hoping
the
that
City
I
of
would be
Souls
able to
City
have
Hall. How
an
can I assist
appointment
you
with
today?"
Broxton tomorrow. It is for an emergency.
An appointment with Broxton, he says, and he lifts a very large book and hits it onto the table shuddering under the impact as he opens it up and begins flipping through the pages and goes, "All right, I can scribble you down for an 8 a.m.
Can you let him
meeting
know
6
that
months
this
from today.
request
Will
for a
that be
meeting
all
is
right?"
from a diplomat and princess of the Drow Empire, as well as a daughter of one of the 5 heroes, Ovitus?
I see, he says, and shuts the book and puts it down, and then pulls out a small black leather book, which is surprisingly small, that says "In case of Obi" before he opens it, and he looks to it and taps a pen on the table and goes, "I can scribble you down for a lunch meeting
Also,
a
let
week
him know
from
that
now.
this
Will
is
that
a
suffice?"
meeting that has a time limit because, like I mentioned, it involves 2 warring factions of the Solana City Underground who, if I am unable to do much to help it, will cause bloodshed in the next coming days.
Yes. We are already aware of the two rivaling gangs within the city. However, our authorities will handle that. But the unfortunate news is we have several emergency meetings that have to be handled. So the closest appointment I can give you is a lunch appointment a week from today.
If I may ask,
Will that suffice?
Broxton has a lot of emergency meetings.
may.
What about?
I'm afraid that it's classified.
Is it possible that any would be willing to switch appointments with me?
He looks through the notice, and says, "I suppose if you could go kill a gigantic wooden chicken in the desert, that meeting could be scribbled out."
What? Okay, no, that's not possible. The timeline has been changed. That chicken does not
Yes.
exist. I am sure. How can he? All right.
Well,
Are you
obviously
sure?
it
So
does.
to explain, in the previous timeline, Obitus, instead of Sobania that existed there was a large desert to the east of Aria, and the party met a village there, and they helped defend the village against a bunch of, I think, zombies or something or another. But the village got destroyed. Obitus was like, "I'll help you guys rebuild it," and was using magic, but these villagers being Solarian, they're like, "We don't want the help of your magic." And so, to spite them, yeah, but that
to which
chicken
Toby said,
can't
"Well, fuck
exist.
you,
The
I'm
village
turning all of
doesn't
your scrap
exist
into a giant
anymore.
chicken."
Why is there a giant wooden
right.
chicken in
You're right, it was
the
made into a
village
giant
I came
chicken.
from doesn't exist? God damn it. Okay. Well.
Because
Adel-
fuck you, Obi.
God damn it. And we'll think about this for a bit. When is the meeting in regards to the giant wooden chicken?
The meeting would be 3 days from now. However, the chicken's location is
And I'm
at least
guessing
2.5
this city
days
doesn't
travel
have
from
any
here.
teleportation circles. Well, darn. Any
No.
They do have cars and planes.
So a week from today, then.
Are there any other means of transportation that is available to be purchased within the city?
You could try to rent a dragon.
And how much do they usually go for?
If a dragon
I
can
am
take
not
us
aware.
there in a day. Well, by 2.5 days travel, what did you mean? By on foot or? Oh, then yes. I guess we can try and
Of course.
locate a dragon and rent their services. Huh. I'll have to.
Pretty sure I heard Otto mention
have
one
to
the
ask
other
her
day.
that. All right.
Or one of the
I
bros, so
suppose
maybe we can
then
talk to them.
we will hunt down this giant wooden chicken and speak with Broxton after that. All right. Yes.
But just in case,
So
I think
a
we
week
should be
from
put
now,
down
but
for
if
a week
we're
from
able
now.
to get rid of that problem, then
Oh.
earlier.
The elf will nod before writing down in the book and then slowly shuts it. And it suddenly occurs to you that this is the Obi book. which
Adel
means
doesn't
they
know,
are aware
but
that the
the
giant
chicken is Obi's fault.
is entirely Obi's fault.
Yeah. So
But you do
one
know that
thing.
it is in the book of Obi.
why is this chicken an emergency?
It is going around stealing raw materials from our lumberjacks.
Yes, didn't you say it was in a... Either way.
There's lumberjacks in the desert.
Okay, fair enough. We'll...
There's a tree that grows there that is heavily resistant to fire. We use them in our factories to ensure that, well, our wooden
Do you
beams
say it's
do not
resistant to fire?
are not caught ablaze.
You steal beans.
Yes.
No, will not. Very well.
Well, I guess the chicken's resistant to fire.
You guys have any logs of anything else it may have also taken, or is it just the tree?
As far as we are aware, they are stealing from those harvesting the trees within the desert. We are uncertain of its reason for doing so.
Do you know where dragons would be that we would be able to rent? Seems like it's too late now, but if we see them tomorrow morning...
There is a thriving business of dragons who will fly
because
you
they're
to a
flying.
location for gold. They will be
Wait,
rather
if
easy
they're
to
flying,
discover.
how do we get their attention?
You will be aware
Well, thank you,
of
Mr.
the situation
What's
when
his
you
name?
discover it.
Thank you, Mr. Collins.
All-in-wall Romero Caliza.
Yes. She looks at George, right?
Will that be all?
Alright.
Then have
Oh,
a
no,
pleasant
then
evening.
Head out.
Yep, we're good now.
Actually,
Appreciate your
no.
help.
One more thing. She'll take out the newspaper. Nathan Arachnis.
You just hear George just say that as he's walking out.
Do you know where I could find him?
I am. His personal address.
give me
No,
that address,
I would
please?
assume that he would be in his laboratory. However, I'm afraid.
I wanted to speak with him
It depends
about
on your
this,
reasoning
and
for
she
wanting to
points
go.
at a headline. It's not anything bad. It's just I have to discuss something important with him in regards to him. When
I
is
see.
the next available
Would you like
appointment
to make an
to
appointment,
speak with
then?
him?
He pulls out a very large
Is there
book
an
and sets it on the
emergency
table.
appointment
Would
book
you
for
like
him?
an appointment 6 months from now?
Is there an Obitus-related book for
No,
him?
there is not.
There's the Obi
Yes,
book.
he's my brother.
Are you family? Then you should be able to send him a letter, he says, shutting the book.
It'll stare at him for like a brief moment, and then we'll straighten. You are correct. Well, thank you for your time, sir. And then we'll then head out the door.
You are welcome. Are you a family member? Yes. Oh, then you can solve this problem.
Oh.
I don't have to.
I don't know why, but he was giving off a smug aura.
And he's a receptionist. He gets to reject people all day with their appointments and look at them suffer, so.
I suppose if you have to do it,
And also just to find the fun out of it if you're there every day.
Well, let's head back. And then Ada will start heading back.
Alright. Alright. And then the last one will be the duo, who are now the quad. As you notice that it is getting late, and you know you have to be back at the building relatively soon.
LV, being as prompt as she is, will stand up and will excuse me, stand up and will say, well, gentlemen, I believe it is time for us to adjourn and return to our quarters for the evening. It was wonderful speaking to you fine dragonborn folk, but I fear this must be where we part ways.
I was just gonna point and just say, he's a Minotaur.
Sorry, I thought it was two dragonborn. Well,
As you say that you're getting ready to leave, Blizzy will give you a peace sign, but does not say anything to you.
LV will bow her head respectfully and not say anything. A shared understanding through silence. And as we are leaving, LV would like to do one more perception check to listen to any final words from the folk that are across from us.
Okay.
The shifty fellows.
Okay. Roll
And
perception.
again, if you allow it, Thorgrim will aid.
You have to explain how he's giving the help action.
He's kind of just nudging and pointing to, surreptitiously pointing to the big guy and just being like,
Direct your focus there.
He's got one of the tattoos. Listen to
Okay. I'll allow it.
him. Sort of just pointing, being like, he seems to be the one in charge.
Okay.
And then see if I can roll in at 20 just for giggles. No, I can't. But
Alright.
that's good enough.
So as you're tuning in, the only thing you hear from the conversation across the table is, and then the baby birds flew away. It was really sad. I had fed them all summer.
Oh, that sounds like code.
Oh, sounds like code to me.
Yeah, exactly. So, with that, LV will lead the rest of the group out of the tavern so that we may adjourn to our quarters, I assume.
As we leave, Skillonis just says, "We will meet again, Blizzard."
God, I hope not.
I was gonna wave goodbye to the Minotaur then as he's passing by. Does the big guy have? Is that a white coat he has on his back?
Yeah.
He's just gonna like, say, just like passing by. I like your coat.
He looks at you and gives you a smile and says, "I like your backpack."
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I'll just leave.
Okay. Thorgrim's just gonna nod at both of them and be like, later.
Blizzard will give you the same peace sign that she gave Ellie.
I'll just wave goodbye to them both.
Blizzard will wave to you.
The child is fine.
And bam. And bam. Get over here, George. And bam. And alright. So you all make it back to the estate, and you are subsequently led to your room, and you notice a striking lack of beastie. Tauntaun, the gossip you heard from the local housewives wasn't very interesting, and it certainly didn't help you in your quest. Ophi, you discovered that Calico Jackie can apparently keep up with you no matter how fast you go.
You didn't get anything from the fisherman?
And got some fresh fish fillets, we'll say.
Well, I meant like information, not even about the gangs, just like good fishing spots near here.
You learned that there's a type of fishing called deep sea fishing, in which the boats go into water that you cannot see the bottom of and fish up gigantic fish.
Goofy wants to do this.
That is all you learned.
That is all Ophi needs.
So how did
I not get anything out of hobos?
No.
No? Nothing from the hobos?
Surprisingly, there isn't a lot of homelessness here.
Damn. Where's all the lazy people?
Did Jubilee's research turn up anything on her end?
What was she trying to discover?
Again, when we last left off, Jubilee was trying to get articles of any relevancy, news articles relating to possible gang crimes.
No, unfortunately, there are no articles like that.
And the other thing she was going to try to do is try to get a one-on-one audience with Darius. Thank you. I got tongue-tied.
Darius is literally in the same building as you. You can go over to the other wing and talk to him at any point.
Yeah, she'll probably will have done that at some point before the others came back, but
Could also happen before it's time to sleep in for the night, because you didn't say that you wanted to do that at any point. So
yeah, I figured we can just do that at some point.
Right.
Because she was mostly focused on trying to see if any articles lined up, which came up empty.
All right. We'll do that conversation after everybody meets. Everybody to the meeting room.
Where is the room of meeting? There is a room of meeting.
Just go straight.
Go to the meeting room, go to the meeting room.
Please tell me if someone here had a better time finding information than I did.
It was a time.
anything relating to what we're looking for?
Well, we had an interesting conversation with some folk at the bar, and only till about halfway through the conversation did we find some people matching the descriptions. And as far as we know, all they were saying was casual conversation. If I may interrupt, there was a rather odd sentence I heard as we were leaving. It seemed it could have just been a silly conversational topic, but it could also have been code. And I was wondering if somebody of your, she twinges a little bit and just says, upbringing, could perhaps
It's all right. I'm
decipher
very aware of.
Sorry, what were you saying?
It's like it's all right. I'm very aware of my upbringing and what it entails. You're not offending me.
Are you familiar with secret code?
I believe a lot of people are, even outside this line of work. People use it.
Then perhaps you can discern if this is a code for anything. I heard as I was leaving a sentence that said, "The baby birds flew away. It was sad. I fed them all summer."
Jubilee, do you know Thieves' Cant?
I unfortunately do not, because I am not a rogue.
And as far as you're aware, he was talking about birds.
Who would have known thieves count?
I don't think
Mark.
comprehend language is
I've
gonna work with you there,
I've
brother.
got an idea.
Well, work with me.
Nope.
Nope.
Not how that
But I
works.
know what will. Turns to the butler. Cogsworth,
Yes.
can you please, if possible, if he's not busy right now, can you please get... Why is my brain blanking so much today? Oh my god. Brain, work. Starts with a G.
Garmin?
Garmin, thank you. Can you please get Garmin if he's not busy?
He will pull out a small, he'll pull out something small from his pocket and speak into it briefly and say, he is on his way.
Thank you very much.
Hmm.
If Garmin doesn't know it directly, he'll definitely have someone in his ranks that could probably translate.
Hmm.
There's gotta at least be one person in this area that can translate that.
Yeah. I mean, I got one other person we could probably ask that's in the room right now, but I'm not entirely sure if that's, like, I wouldn't know if he would know, but, Hubert, do you know anything about secret codes?
I'm sorry, I missed what you said.
Does Hubert know anything about secret codes?
I used to.
Ah. Can you make heads or tails of that sentence?
I cannot.
Ah.
He has
Figured
no
I would-
levels in. He has no levels in Rogue.
Figured I would try. You're always...
Well, not to worry. Someone within the family will
Meanwhile,
know what's going on.
Razorhead.
In the meantime, while we wait for Garmin,
in order for me to get a
anything else to
meeting
report?
with Broxton, which will be in 3 days, we need to go fly on a dragon into the desert and hunt a wooden chicken. There is a gigantic wooden chicken which is somehow linked with Otis that we need to go and defeat.
Pardon?
That will be difficult.
Skillo speaks up. Oh yes, I do need to speak to Obitus, by the way. of his. Why? Oh, by the way, Miss Adelsarde, you might have met one of your sisters.
No, one of
Not that sister.
One of Obitus's
How
kids
do you
were
know that he is my
in
father?
the tavern.
I apologize. I've been moving and I'm tired.
Adel, you told everybody that.
Alright, scratch that. So, she pauses for a bit. Oh, right. I'm not supposed to that.
Just awkward silence.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't want to bring that up, but yeah, her name was Winter something.
Blizzard.
Blizzard, and she was a dragonborn, and apparently she's.
I suppose I'll have to meet with her then.
Daughter, or something. Careful, she's kind of prickly. She doesn't really like talking to people.
Yes, unfortunately, I had to improv a sermon to keep them occupied and
maybe that's
keep
why
a
she was
distraction so
prickly.
Thorgrim could listen into conversations. I hope.
I tried.
Yes, well,
That just seemed
kept the
like
attention
her
off
I will have to meet
Thorgrim.
with her later. Hopefully
seems
she'll
like
be
her
able
usual
to get
mode,
me in
honestly.
contact with Nathaniel. She'll put the newspaper on the
Who's
table and
Nathaniel?
point to the headline.
That's Jubilee.
Who? LV looks to the headline and then looks at it again, and like, even though she doesn't have a pair of glasses, you could swear she's gonna like do the old like
You
cleaning the
recognize how
glasses
important
thing.
it is, yes?
And it's just like, pardon me.
Something.
That is my field of research. I
You what?
studied the presence of ether in all of its forms, and yes, that's one of the things that Zardak
We will have
put
to
me in charge
discuss
of.
this
Well,
later then.
second in command of, but still.
I must have missed that. My mistake.
Yes, I thought I mentioned it earlier, but oh, it appears our charge is here.
Oh, Garmin, thank you for coming on short notice. I apologize for calling you in suddenly.
What's up?
So we might have a code that needs deciphering. That might be of interest to the family.
Okay.
We found some gentlemen that were in a tavern, and they seemed to match the description of the people that we were looking for. They seemed mostly engaged in idle conversation, but there was one line that stuck out to me, and it goes thusly. The baby birds flew away. It was sad. I fed them all summer.
Yeah.
I was wondering if that was a code for something.
It's a code that somebody was about to leave and that they could do their business once they were gone.
Oh, I see. So they were probably onto us then.
It also means after you left, they probably attacked whoever you were near.
Fantastic.
We need
you
to
do
go.
that while the
No.
curfew is still in
what?
order?
I'm afraid. And you're also not allowed out of the mansion at night, Julie. You know that. Curfew.
No, that was Galodius saying that. Sorry, I
Oh,
should have been more specific.
Oh, yeah, he says the same thing. You all have a curfew. You're not allowed to leave.
Okay, can you send someone to this tavern then? Because we might have a problem.
They wouldn't have attacked them in the tavern. They would have waited until they were secluded.
Right, but they might want to have some friends there nearby, as seems like Blizzard might have had an interesting run-in with
a gang, and I'm guessing it was theirs.
I think they'll be fine.
All right.
Oh,
If you say so.
As long as it was
I really
them
wish-
that we endangered and not anyone else.
Julie's just pinching the bridge of her nose. All right, not doing that strategy ever again.
Has anyone seen Beastie?
No, I don't think I have. Where'd she go?
did she go off by herself?
Huh. Here's
Alright.
It appears our goblinoid friend is still out on patrol or something.
Garmin, could you please see if any of your men have seen her?
Fine.
I apologize. It seems this day has been not the most fruitful for figuring out this problem.
He shrugs a bit before heading on his way.
Thorgrim kind
Yes?
of looks at everybody and goes, "You know what? I'm starting to realize something about us.
Speak for yourself.
We're not the most subtle group, are we?
Speak for yourself.
Though, most of us come from a background where subtlety is not needed. Did I say you? I said most of us.
What do you mean? My background needed a whole lot of it. Hubert's needed it. I'm fairly certain George's needed it. Otto definitely needed it. You probably needed it because of cloak and dagger politics.
Yeah.
Jubilee was constantly on the run. Not really sure about Elvie or Priest over here, or the kid. And as far
Little
as
shrugs.
Thorgrim, well, he punched shit in an arena.
And,
Yeah, subtlety ain't really my
and yet,
thing.
for the most parts, we are
Most of us
we are
needed some
incredibly
subtlety.
loud and unsubtle.
He's got a point.
Well, nobody's really asked us to be subtle.
Hmm.
Well, maybe that's on me then, because
Perhaps we
I
just need
assume we
practice.
should do it quietly. But
The more direct approach.
perhaps we
meaning
should
what?
go a more direct approach it next time.
Such as?
I'm gonna have a meeting with Darius
Uh,
after this and see what I can get out of him.
Former fiance.
Yes. I hope, at least we're still on friendly terms. I hope.
Are we sure
And
that,
I don't know what he'll want for information, but
are we
I
sure
might.
that it is still former? Has your engagement been officially removed?
well, that's why we're doing all this, to get it there. So yes, technically it's current right now, but we're trying to get it to be former. I don't exactly know what Darius will want to get this information, but oh,
Well, good luck.
Lord knows I gotta try something.
Of course I do.
Glad to know you have all. Glad to know I got confidence in me.
What for?
Ugh, I feel like I need a pep talk now.
Hey, I will look to her.
It's this is a very unpredictable situation.
Like I said, I don't know what he wants, but
Very
we're
well.
going to find out, and I will let you know when I get back to the room. And I'll give you all the details because I want to be open and honest with you guys, especially you two, points to Adel and Hubert. Now then, Julie gets up and stretches before walking towards the other room. I'm gonna go meet up with Darius here at the house. It's in the other
Very
wing of the
well.
house, so don't wait up for me. Jubilee will start making her way to the other side of the house.
Before we do that, Tauntaun, I have a
Long
question
day.
for you.
I suggest we all rest.
You're a part of the cults that, well, the 3 are 4.
Yeah.
Remind me, what was the role of the Bend?
The bend was. Hold on, I have to open my notes. I was not expecting this to just be thrown at me out of nowhere. The bend. The bend. He is
The back
the
bend.
finale.
And why did
Breaks
the
reality,
other two
usually.
kick him out of their group?
Because, well, I suppose if you want to get into the specifics of it, one's chaotic, one's rather neutral, one sticks to the rules.
So
Now, which one do you think
Guess which-
two of them kicked out?
Then that means the people that the puppeteer were fighting over the past who knows how many years, they were all parts of the plan for these beings. They go and take care of universes, and the universes that were in them had copies of us, who fought against the puppeteer and failed to stop him. Alright, so... Alright. That answers
much,
that
probably.
question.
The multiverse is a very odd thing.
I was just wondering why the puppeteer had fought so many copies
And
of
that
us.
question
if the
would
Ben-
be-
if the Ben was only kicked out of the group recently, which is why they were being more aggressive than usual. But it makes sense that if they were targeting other universes which were meant to be destroyed, then those that were in it that were capable of it would defend their universes.
Well, I mean, technically Puppeteer's more Coil than Bend.
No, I understand that.
The dude that threw us
I
in
was
that
just
other
thinking
dimension is
that
likely Bend.
He was still part of the cults, which is an amalgamation of all of them together. So he was just doing his job rather than
Cthulhu.
continuing with the plots that they're doing right at the minute. Yes, considering he sent us to
don't know.
Crestfall rather than just killing
He's a little
us.
bit odd.
Something about the Rifter.
Wait, are we still talking about Puppeteer? Or are we talking about other dude? Ah, yeah, that's right, that was his name.
If only he was around for us to ask, but alas.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he did that one.
Go ahead.
Oh, I could probably try and call him. I'm gonna need some rocks. Or a sending spell.
Well, I can't help you
At
there.
which point it's hoping that he's
It'll
actually
take me
still
too
on this
long for
dimension.
me to make a scroll.
I mean, you've seen him too.
Yes, but it's more likely to answer you than me. All the other times I spoke with him, he completely ignored me.
I mean,
I
you
think
just
that's
have
just a
kind of
you
one of
thing.
those faces that just makes you really want to ignore you. Maybe. Or maybe it's anyone involving the bend. Just get one of those very
That
big,
goes for most people.
relies on reality not being broken faces.
Once again,
Oh, Skeleton seems fine with reality being broken.
Patterson will give 2 thumbs up to this.
Only two?
once again, most people.
Actually, still rather wishy-washy on it.
You very much do not classify as most people. And neither does Patterson. And yet it does not.
I don't know. My ability to change my shape really makes me feel like I should. Any other
Not
little
really.
questions about the coat
I guess the
and bend
question
and
would be for
coil and
them,
mox?
but I doubt they would be thinking that far ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
Who? Coil, mox, and bend?
The question would be simple.
Well, I
They
mean, I'm
want-
still trying to figure out
they're
how to
clearly
get
trying
back
to
in
do
contact
something
with
so
him.
that they can just unleash their greed and eat all universes that there is. But then what?
Well, I'm assuming once they start actually putting that plan into motion, it's going to be the neutral and the good one trying to, stop
Wonder
them from
why
doing
they
that.
haven't stepped in right now.
Balance
I
of
guess
power
they're
and
waiting
whatnot.
for us to do something about it.
Possibly?
And Ale will then just grumble and start petting Birdie with her finger.
I mean, it's like asking why warlocks and clerics exist if, the gods are in fact real and could just come down here and deal with it themselves.
Well, I reached the conclusion a long time ago that the gods will not do anything unless they have a reason to. They're selfish in that way. Ooh?
I always thought it was more of a James Bond situation.
Technically speaking, my lady, the gods weren't able to do anything because they had a dictator
Yes.
ruling over them.
And they decided not to fight against this dictator, did they not?
Oh, all but one. And then thanks to that one who went around plotting against the god of the sun, he managed to become, he raises his hand and does quotations, king of the gods, and now they have more free reign to do as they please. If they wish to mingle with people, they can. If they wish to help them, they can. If they don't, they don't. In fact, one of the generals here in the city is a
Yes,
demigod.
but that was my point. It took one of them.
Talk about
before they
mingling
were
with your
able to
followers.
get the courage to start actually doing anything.
Well, to be fair, whenever said dictator makes a sample out of one of you by tearing out
And
your
yet the
eye,
person that did do
it makes
something was the
people-
one who lost his eye.
behave, as it were.
Damn.
The case being,
Yes.
they were too cowardly to do anything.
Or, the general
Again,
status
selfish.
quo of I'd like to live was a thing. So you're saying that if you saw a dictator with all amazing power, you would expect the weak little citizens to actually
I'm not
stand
saying
up
that,
and do
no.
something about
I'm
it when they
saying
could
that's
just be
when
wiped out with
someone-
a single wave of a
that's
hand.
When none of them did anything, not just simple citizens, but beings that are significantly more powerful, chose to do nothing. Because nobody hears about anybody helping the man that stopped this dictator. He did it all by himself. Why did nobody decide to help him? To keep up with the status quo? Yeah, I think it is
Same
cowardice.
reason rebellions usually fail.
The fact that he had to do it all by himself,
Power disparity.
in my opinion, is an indictment against most of them. That he had to go skulking around, and he had to, in his own way, use the heroes
Think
to
what you
help
will.
him, rather than the gods themselves.
Well, I mean, if you want to go by
But we're
that,
not
every
talking
single
about
rebellion against
rebellions
any
and
type of
dictators
dictator
of
usually
normal
goes that way.
men. We're talking about gods. And then they expect to be worshipped with
Yes,
their flaws
and
all.
gods have flaws.
That's
Kinda. Just because they have flaws doesn't mean that they can't get worshippers for the thing they are of. Like the god of dragons, the god of the sun,
shit,
the god of the moon, the god of deals. They all draw power
if
from
you're
one
expected
specific
to lead
thing.
someone, you're supposed to do so as a
Kind
paragon.
of just their profile.
If you have your flaws that much out there, it is a bit of an insult to the people that you're leading. That is exaggerated more so for a god.
Hold on. So by your current logic that you're giving here, a general should be almost flawless.
I'm not
A
saying
king
that.
should not
I don't
have
care whether
any
a king
misdeeds
has
in
done
their
misdeeds
past.
in their past. That depends upon the king and those that are ruling them. If a king says that you must follow their example as a paragon of morality, then yes, they should not have those things in their past. And a general, many have.
Did any of the gods say they were a paragon of
Solaris.
something?
Lunaris.
Name one time.
Lunaris. Yes, paragon of all
Yeah, and then
magic
he got his
whatnot.
shit kicked in. Did Lunaris ever do that? Yeah, meaning she's good at magic. That's it.
She was the mother of magic, Tauntaun.
And yet, with
Technically,
all
had
of
she
her
not
powers with
created magic,
she
you
was
would not
unable
be able
to
to use magic.
stop someone from doing all the things that she did with the gift that she gave her. As for a general who is meant to be perfect, yes, I think so. If a general makes too costly a mistake that causes too severe a loss, I don't believe they deserve to be a general. If it's a general looking at a bigger picture and he fails as part of his plan,
And
then
yet,
that's
what
not
if
a
it's a
failure.
general looking at a bigger picture?
Not really, if it's part of his plan.
Yet it would still be a flaw.
The gods plan to let people suffer.
And who's to say it wasn't part of their plan?
Then they're pretty awful gods.
Well, I mean, you gotta
that
do
do
something
not
to drum up
deserve to be
business.
worshipped. At least from a morality standpoint, anyway.
As entertaining as this conversation
You're right.
is, I grow tired of discussing what gods do and don't do. And
Here,
you all
and
remember
she'll just
Hubert doesn't
hand
like
him
the
Birdie.
gods.
She'll place Birdie in his hand. Observe the adorable names.
Hubert will hold his hand out.
The adorable person with your namesake.
It is not a
They
person,
are-
it is a spider. Hubert says, looking
Yes.
down at Birdie, with Birdie
They
waving
are a
at him.
person.
Technically, it's a sentient mage spider. So, technically a
No.
person.
They're a person.
They are not a person. They are an arachnid.
They're sentient.
And
That is pretty much the only qualifying thing you need
No.
to be considered a person.
in order to be a person, you have to be a humanoid.
Since when? Fae
Is
are people.
Patterson a person?
Devils are people. Demons are people.
Undead
Certain
are
angels are people.
Like vampires.
Yeah,
No.
Patterson's a person.
Patterson is an undead. Oh,
He's got a
Yeah.
humanoid frame.
Thorgrim starts shivering uncontrollably.
Dude, get a blanket.
Shut up.
You're the one shivering.
Shut up.
Alright, it will stand. I guess
in
tomorrow
any
we'll
case,
go.
it is
Wait.
getting late.
She frowned. We can't. Unless the dragon's able to get us there and back in under a day. There is the curfew. I guess we'll see tomorrow. But tomorrow we should hunt down that wooden chicken. The wooden chicken. The chicken made of wood.
Again, the what?
Also, it is apparently very big,
We do not know anything else past
and
what
it's
we have
gathering
told you.
materials for something.
I
Did
swear,
Tom not hear any rumors about wooden chickens?
I swear I've heard a legend about a wooden object that stored a lot of people, but I thought it was a horse.
Well, that didn't really store people. That was actually just a fun little war trick.
And no, Tauntaun, you have not heard a rumor of the giant chicken.
Ale
No?
thinks we're
Okay.
good. Wait,
I
what's
figured
the
that would
horse?
get
It
into
was a
gossip.
pony.
Just like, did you hear about the giant cock?
No, I'm pretty sure it was a pony.
No, it was a horse.
Like, they came up with it. I thought they're smaller, so that was part of the joke that they
Ponies
had
are
a
a type
giant
of horse?
pony. Adol looks a bit confused.
No.
Maybe I'm misremembering. I swear it was a pony. Oh, right. Gloom Hollow.
Moving
You
on.
might be.
You study ether. I need to talk with you. Because yes. Come on. And she'll,
Yes?
yes?
Before we do, Tauntaun, question.
Yes.
You procured a large amount of potions in a laboratory, did you not?
I did,
The
yes.
the one where we fought Supreme.
That is correct.
Did you figure out what they did by any chance?
Figured out what most of them did. Otto helped me with it.
Are there anything of use to the group?
I got 2 speedy boys, a whole bunch of Healy boys. Some ones that are really gonna do an absolute doozy on some of us.
What does that mean?
Essentially,
Extra damage.
Essentially, it was various healing potions, 2 potions of speed, the one that deals extra damage, and 2 unknown potions.
Yeah.
Is there any way? Are the potions unknown because you failed to identify them, or are they unidentifiable?
Absolutely unidentifiable. Me and Otto both tried.
That is concerning.
Not really. And all be all, I'm the one with a death wish, so if things start going to shit, I'd plan to pop one of them.
That's
Either something good happens or I die. Either way, it's win-win.
I don't think I like that.
But anyways, yeah, we got a whole lot of Healy boys. 4 of them are named.
Wonderful. Very well. I simply wish to know. I was curious. Carry on. And
My wayward son.
and
yours.
LB will turn to Adel and just say, "Shall we convene in your room or mine?" Very well.
Meanwhile, with Jubilee.
Oh, it's the other wing.
Yeah,
It looks exactly the same.
but flipped.
Yeah, a little bit.
No, there is no little bit. It is just the exact same, but flipped. Because most mansions, from my knowledge, are symmetrical in nature.
Yeah, symmetrical on the outside. Usually not rooms, though.
I made them symmetrical, so.
So they like symmetry.
Casts.
Chaos.
Chaos?
Chaos. Oh, they're muted.
Oh.
I just realized I was muted.
Oh, welcome back. Hello.
That's wonderful.
Sorry, what was the question?
Yeah, it's Jubilee's turn.
After heading to where everything is, she'll find the appropriate room and knock on the door.
There's silence for a bit before he goes, "Come in."
Jubilee will enter and close the door behind her.
Ah, Julie, he says, smiling, and stands.
Darius, how are you?
I'm well. How about you?
I'm okay. This whole situation is just... I've caused a lot of problems.
It has been rather stressful.
And the worst part about it is I can't seem to figure out why the two families are really trying to egg each other on now. I mean, before I understood, but now things are different, aren't they?
Well, it's because you essentially stabbed my family in the back. And I don't say that to be mean or crass or anything. I say it simply as it stands. The agreement was that we were to be married and thus settle the aggressions, and you left me standing at the altar, and my father did not approve of that.
I'm sorry about that. You've probably had to deal with a lot of flack for that too, from your father.
Well, it wasn't my fault that it happened, after all.
I know. Is there going to be any other way to convince your father to just follow truce?
I don't know. To be honest with you, he is very sour about how things played out.
He really wants this wedding to happen? Still?
I don't know, he says, shrugging. I'm not sure what he wants, to be honest with you.
Is there any way I can get a meeting with your father then?
I wouldn't recommend that. He is very angry at you, in particular.
Of course.
Most likely he'd see it as a spit in the face if you showed up trying to meet with him.
What about you? How do you feel about all this?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
Care to explain a little further?
Well, I thought we were going to help solve the issues between our families, and then you just didn't show up.
Because I panicked, and I understand it is my fault.
But I'm not sure what to think, to be honest with you.
Wouldn't be surprised if you kind of hated me at this point.
I don't hate you. Like I said, I'm not sure how I feel about it. But let's talk about something else for now. How have you been?
Well, before all this, I was traveling a whole different other plane of existence.
Weird flex, but okay.
Not willingly, mind you. Most of it was trying to figure out how to get back home. But before that, I was enjoying a decent career being a dancer. I really enjoyed it.
I'm glad you enjoyed dancing. From what I remember, you were very good at it as well.
Yes, well, I seem to have gotten even better with all this time.
Really? Care to give me a demonstration?
Sure, why not? Jubilee will take a position and get ready to try her heart out, because that's what she does when she dances. And it's a decent one.
You dance, and after a while, he begins clapping. He seems to enjoy the performance.
Thank you, but I'm thinking because of all that's happening and the stress, it's not one of my best performances.
It was good enough.
Yeah. I could always do better, though.
Everyone can always do better.
How about you? What have you been up to?
Not a lot, to be honest with you. Just trying to keep a low profile. Trying not to get attacked by anybody. Trying not to attack anybody. Yada yada yada, same old, same old.
And yet you're in the rival family's house. Who's trying to attack you?
Your family.
Of course.
That's the thing about rivalries. It doesn't exactly end easily.
There's just no simple solution to this, is there?
Well, I find most problems don't have simple solutions, no.
So, what would be an alternate solution then?
He just slowly shrugs and shakes his head. I don't know. Because the only way that I could stop this rivalry was being, well, the leader of the family. And the only way I can get that is if something were to happen to my dad.
I feel like I need to insight check that one.
He's saying that his dad would have to die before he would.
No, I got that much, but the insight was before. Are you trying to imply us do something to your dad?
No, he's not implying. He is just.
Okay, it was like,
He is just straight up saying that his dad would have to die in order for him to take over.
And of course, we don't want to cause that.
We don't have to think of a solution immediately. We have time.
How much time?
I don't know, but it's not like there's going to be an all-out war between our families anytime soon.
With all the things I've encountered, I would be surprised if someone was trying to provoke that.
Even if they were.
And not even.
Even if they were, your mother wouldn't attack without a reason, and my father wouldn't be goaded by anyone else. It's not like they can be goaded into declaring war on one another, and even if they did, the local authorities would have that squashed before it even really turned into something akin to a riot.
With what I know, a riot would be something that they would want. With people I've dealt with. Not either of our families, but... I swear, I've gotten so used to like world-ending things that this...
This is a bigger deal to me than that. Got my priorities so messed up.
Like I said, it's mostly just angry bickering. There's not an actual war going on.
What I've been hearing, though, that someone's been provoking.
It's less provoking and more the usual of going a little too far out of your territory, which can cause some backlash.
I'll say this much, Darius. If you ever encounter someone who calls himself the Puppet Master, don't listen to him.
Okay.
He's definitely someone who would want to manipulate our two families against each other for his own goals.
I'll keep that in mind.
The thing is, he's managed to do it to some people who are very intelligent too. So I wouldn't put it past him to try with the families, and possibly get away with it.
Guess we have to wait and see.
Well, if anything does go down, please let me be the first to know.
I will do my best.
If it were under other circumstances, it would be a lot better to see you. It is still good to see you, though.
It's good to see you too, he says with a smile. So, do you have plans for the evening?
I don't know. Did you have something in mind?
Well, it's rather lonely here by myself. If you would like to stay with me.
Hmm. Darius, I gotta be honest with you.
Okay.
I think at this point, I want to try to be a little more. Oh man, this is hard to describe, but you know the princess and her attendant that came with me in the group.
The vampire?
He's not a vampire. He just looks dark.
I don't care what you say, that's a vampire.
Yes, well, I can assure you he can go out in the sunlight.
And vampires who get blood before they go out in the sun can survive in the sunlight, so... Just saying.
Been kind of developing a thing with them.
Okay.
Who am I kidding? I can't fight my own nature.
So you will be staying with me for the evening?
I can stay a while,
Should I get drinks called for us?
please.
He smiles to this. You're not here. Go away.
Julie gonna hate herself. She said she'd be back, and oh, she is.
Alright. So what are the rest of y'all doing?
Well, Ophi is going to wait by the stairs until Beastie comes home.
Okay. You will be sleeping by the stairs then. There you go. We'll just move you over to the stairs.
And if she doesn't come home, the second he's let out of the house, he's going on a hunt.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
Otto's probably gonna go back into his room and just relaxing in there for a little bit.
Okay.
George,
Tauntaun's gonna go.
about...
Was Tauntaun's room on the other side?
Yes, Tauntaun's room is in the other wing.
Okay, he go other wing. Shoop, shoop, shoop.
Oof.
Oh, and of course, Tauntaun's probably gonna.
Oh yeah, no, he's
Ah,
definitely
damn it.
the other big bed.
Yeah, but he's probably gonna be hearing.
He won't mind.
Minding is not the problem.
He's gonna make fun of her when she's not around
Oh.
the other two, sure.
Ael's
But
going.
Yeah,
he
that's
won't
the
say it
problem.
direct to their face.
Ael is going to show Gloom Hollow the
George's gonna go
dark
rest
ether
as
she
well.
can make and see if she wants to study it or can think of anything to do with it.
For that, what's
Um,
George doing?
Well, I just head into his room to go, pretty much to go rest.
Alright, sorry. I didn't hear
He's
him.
turning in early. I guess both of them are turning in early.
Right, so Adel's showing Boom Hollow.
Yes.
I equal.
LV will study will take a studious glance at the dark ether that Adel Sarday is conjuring and just sort of tilt her head curiously. Do I know of any other instances where somebody has been able to conjure dark ether
Zardak.
other than him?
Roll a history.
Cheat.
Other than Zardak, you aren't entirely sure.
You have a very rare gift. So what
She
exactly
will
did you
turn it
want
off.
me to do with
I don't know.
this
I thought you would want to study it.
energy you are emitting currently?
I don't know. It is not my area of expertise.
How would I do so? In order to study it, I would need equipment, a place to study it, I would need time, I would need some monetary funding, a controlled environment in which to study. When I studied ether with my superior, we were afforded a space in which
She
to
will fold her arms
conduct
behind her back.
experiments and
I see.
equipment.
I apologize. I thought that's... Well, I figured you wouldn't need that. That is my ignorance at play.
That is no concern. But I will say that there is only one person that I know with your gift, and that is Master Zardak. So, what you have is a very rare gift indeed, and I am
I'm at the
curious.
source of dark ether
How did
and
you
he
come
gave it to
about
me when
such
my
a
friends were about to die.
rare power? Fascinating. So
Supposedly.
you met the one who was
According to him,
the
someone else
creator of
made
Dark
it, but
Ether itself.
he's more or less the source now.
DM, would I know who that is?
Nope.
Nope. Well, considering you come from a different realm, your talent comes from someone I am completely unaware of. So,
As much as I
can
want to
you
tell you,
perhaps
he
indulge me
himself
further?
seems to enjoy
Whose
his privacy.
did you get
So
this power from?
I can't. No. Unfortunately. Well, in that
Not
case,
even
I
a
suppose
name.
I can just tell you his name.
It's not
I
like I
don't
will
know if
bother
he goes
him.
by a different name now, but I know him as being called Pentagon.
Yeah, it's not like I can. And again, I would have no idea of that name, would I?
You would not.
Seems like your land has a very powerful being that ours does not.
Well, unlike your land, ours seemed to
Curious.
recover, or at least stave off the worst
you-
effects of incredible beings doing things to the world.
Yes, unfortunately, ours is affected by a power that your land seems to lack, which is admittedly quite refreshing.
Yes.
looked out at the sun
You-
yesterday,
I-
and it was beautiful.
Being crestfall for so long has made me appreciate my lands.
I should hope so. Being in your land for so long has made me appreciate it more. Because Crestfall
Yes.
is, well,
Almost everything and everyone there has given
the
up
name speaks
hope.
for itself. Then
I hope you can.
perhaps it is our duty to restore that hope.
She smells. I'll do my best to help you.
I don't think I can, but I think we can.
She'll flare it up in her hand and show it to her.
Can I see your dark ether one more time? Can I roll some sort of a check to determine if I can find some way to, this is kind of hard to explain, but, magic is magic and ether is ether, correct? They're not the same thing?
No, ether is not magic.
Okay, so they are two entirely different energies
Correct.
in the universe.
Correct.
Okay, huh. And dark ether would be the opposite of light ether, which, and the existence of both is what gives life, correct?
As far as you are aware.
Okay. I wonder if there's a way to
Well,
transfer,
That would be
transform dark
strange.
ether to light ether.
I don't know
and back
where this dark ether is exactly coming from within my body. I assume that it's able to just create it. But I'm not sure about creating light ether. Well,
Nothing
for
is
me,
simply just created out
whenever
of nothing.
I like
There has to be
use
some
it,
sort of source.
it's kind of feels like I'm casting a spell. I don't know if it's the same energy, but it's a familiar motion at least.
Do you believe,
Learn it?
based on
No,
your
I don't
theory,
think so.
that others could learn to do what you're doing?
That's part of why. Well, I think it is possible now, after what Nathaniel discovered.
Perhaps when we are done with this
That
business
is my plan.
with
I do
the
need to
other
speak with him.
rival families, we could pay Nathaniel a visit.
She nods and points to the newspaper because this is as revolutionary
fascinating.
as when. Well, I guess it would be different for you since you're not from this realm. But this is almost as revolutionary as when people discovered magic. She nods. So I would definitely like to
I
meet the
agree.
man
This is a
responsible.
very monumental discovery.
Alright.
If you ever gain an audience with him, please bring me.
Well, I
would
will
like you
bid.
to do
You're learning.
Before you leave, one more thing, as you would say. And she smiles ever so briefly. Master, sorry, Force of Habit. Hubert,
Yes,
do you happen to like cake?
that is a very odd question. I suppose I enjoy it as much as anybody else would.
Good.
And
That is
we'll
all.
bid Gloom
I
Hollow
just
at
wish
you.
to know that
We'll
answer.
take Bertie back from Hubert, and we'll head back to her room. Good night.
Indeed.
Oh yeah.
Have a good night.
Before going to bed, Adol will use all of her hit die, so 12 for Zuriel. Is Birdie just did
Precious.
Birdie's
zero.
gonna stay on the bed. Ah, that's cute, but Adol will put him on the table. She is afraid that she'll roll onto him in her sleep.
Okay. Okay.
She looks to Birdie. Birdie,
Okay, you set him on the table.
can
and
you
as
dodge me
turn,
in my
he
sleep
jumps
so I
onto
don't
one of the
crush you?
pillows. He waves to you.
She'll pat him with her finger. I will take that as a yes.
The spider will stare at you.
Oh, right. Good point. She'll place the pillow that he's on the
You
table.
could, of course, just put a pillow on the table.
Yay. Hale's just going to sit and stare at Birdie for a while
Birdie
before
seems fine with
eventually
these
going to
terms and
sleep.
conditions. As you
Hubert,
stare
have
at
you
him,
ever
you just
seen
see him
anything so
suddenly turn
adorable?
and shoot another miniature firebolt at what you assume is a now dead
Lies.
insect. Yes.
Hale is going to slowly look to Hubert.
No, it is not lies. I'm currently looking at it.
Okay, I will admit that was
I knew
very
it.
smooth. Get
He's
over
looking
here.
right at you.
And that's that for tonight. Yeah, ha ha ha.
I'm glad you think so.
Yep.
Of course.
Alright, what the hell happened to Beastie?
Alright. So, Beastie.
Oh.
Roll a
What?
d20.
Oh no.
20 men.
What?
Alright. So, you are caught up in a whirlwind romance.
Oh no!
What?
No.
She found a goblin.
On
What?
a
He was
6
wrong.
through 10, the romance ends
What the fuck?
amicably, meaning, essentially, you had a one-night stand.
Dope.
How? What was
And
in
they
that
didn't drag
potion?
her home?
No,
Never-
Beastie did this all on her own. Well, see, you
What
took
the
two
fuck
unknown
happened to
potions
her?
and mixed them together. And more importantly, you didn't do this in a safe place, so... It's okay. She
She
went,
got fucked.
What the
she
fuck?
went and found
the potion
somebody,
must be
found them
responsible for
enjoyable
this. What the
enough,
hell
and
happened?
then one thing led to another.
Mhm.
Also,
Just be glad you found one person.
I
What
want
the
to stress
fuck
that
was
this is
that
actually
potion?
something that you can roll in the DMG. I am not making this outcome up.
Now,
That's,
after it's...
It was 2 potions.
you made an
Bro.
aphrodisiac.
Bro.
You mixed 2 potions and made something new.
You somehow date raped yourself.
Whoa.
Man.
Whoa.
Can
And
you
on
please
that
tell
note,
me what the
You
effect of
fraternity
the...
yourself.
Can you please tell me what the effect of the potion was, or will I forever be in the dark?
I know what bit's getting cut out of this episode.
Okay.
Were they at
lit-
least good looking?
It essentially made you drunk for the night. It had no other negative effects. You essentially went carousing
All
for the
right.
evening. And one of you were just blackout drunk. You weren't drugged negatively. You weren't poisoned or anything along those lines. It essentially made
You just turned yourself into an off-brand anime, basically.
Yeah, you essentially got so drunk you don't remember
BC
anything
is
from the
going
previous
to
night
very,
and
very
woke up
slowly
the next
sit up
morning
and look
in a stranger's
around,
tent.
confused.
Okay.
Sure. Me?
What poor sap did she end up being?
Don't put me on the spot like that,
I'll leave that for him to
because
describe. Yeah,
No, that's too much.
why not? It's your fault. You're the one who decided to do this.
All right, Beastie will show
This
back
is
up.
this is the consequences of
Beastie
your
will
actions.
Show back up at the
We don't
mansion.
have to describe it. We can just say you show back up at the mansion.
It was a good-looking goblin.
Okay.
One walk of shame later.
Sophie, you do not have to go looking for her. She comes in.
Does she come in at a reasonable time?
In the morning. Not early morning, but in the morning.
Hmm. But is Ophi awake?
Yes.
And where did he get any
Hello,
sleep?
child.
Sure.
I was gonna say, if he didn't, it's gonna be some loopy Ophi shit.
I don't know.
And where have you been?
I woke up in someone's bed. Was very
Not a good enough
weird.
answer.
Pale man?
I believe Tauntaun has a word for this.
You drink, child?
Ah, yes. I'm not sober enough for this.
Beastie will take off her
I
hat.
have no idea what sober means. I just know that this is what he would say.
Beastie will just take off her hat and we'll be looking at it. Child,
And the redhead that he's with.
do not drink potions you know what do.
What?
She shakes her head.
Is that,
Me know
that should
not
be
know
obvious?
But me drink somehow. She will look up at the ceiling.
You know what? You're just not allowed
Place
on
is
your own
weird.
anymore.
She'll points at.
Take Sinclair with you next time.
Beastie's eyes will widen.
Because
Oh,
now I have to worry about whether or not I'm gonna have another sibling.
Beastie will put
Yeah,
her
he's
hands
not
on.
that pure. He knows what waking up in another
me
person's bed
thinks
usually means.
Sleep now, yes. And she'll pat Ophi on the shoulder before going off to bed. You tell Sinclair, me want, me no.
Better
Yeah,
tell
and she'll
Sinclair,
head off to
or
bed.
I will.
What?
Just,
Man, this man really wants $1 million for this piece of shit truck with a broken engine bay. I'm on Facebook Marketplace looking at trucks. Like, this was a front-end collision. Its front tires are facing two opposite ways.
Quick question: would Donald have heard any of that in the other room?
Heard what?
Their
Oh.
conversation.
Roll a perception.
Oh god.
Let's see. Yeah, sure.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no. Why oh no?
That's the herd.
You heard everything.
Okay, and
He
Well,
knows.
He has the mind of a child, which means he may not have the wherewithal to not tell everybody.
Exactly.
that's fine.
So, do you all meet for morning breakfast?
Oh yes.
Ophi's gonna go find Sinclair and tell her what her mother did first.
Okay. So, as everyone, you can move to the table. We'll make this quick and easy for everyone. Say you all wake up at a fairly reasonable time to enjoy breakfast, and as you are all getting to the table, you hear muffled sounds coming from the other wing that Thorgrim you actually recognize as muffled suplex sounds.
What
Sinclair.
Why is
fuck?
Ophi being suplexed?
Oh, Ophi's not. Beastie is.
Beastie's in the other wing.
Yes, but so is Sinclair.
No, as in the wing that everyone else is at.
No, she's not. That's not her room. She's in the other wing now. So says me.
So
There-
I'm getting an earful.
Goblin fight.
Yeah,
As they're
we'll
saying
go
that.
back.
So is Tauntaun.
Yes.
Oh, it's just gonna be like, hey, this it'll start day.
Tauntaun's gonna go look at this and just eat popcorn.
Edo,
What does it mean to wake up?
Edo,
in
who
someone
was
else's
drinking
bed?
coffee, almost chokes on it. Looks to
Thorgrim just looks at Otto
you
like,
wake
the
up in
fuck
someone
did you hear
else's
that?
bed while they were still there. Oh,
No, I woke up in my own bed, but I heard
huh.
Sophie and Beastie talking.
She'll
about
go
and
back
Beastie
to
mentioned that
drinking
she woke up
coffee.
in someone
Oh, it
else's
just means
bed.
that. Wait, how old are you?
Oh.
He's gonna start counting on his fingers.
Okay.
Are
Oh,
you
no.
adult?
Oh, okay, good.
That is the
Um,
better
He
question.
gets up to 10 and he keeps going.
Yes, it means that she performed coitus with another person.
19.
Oh, that's not as young as I thought.
What
What
is
does mean?
coitus? Saw that coming.
Wait. 19 in rabbit years or 19 in human years?
Is there a difference?
Yes.
Might be.
Whichever one, I guess, is younger.
So,
He's
Oh,
he's an
Let me-
adult.
well,
okay.
I'm technically an adult my age, but I kind of just turned into one.
Ah,
Using the old elf rules, got it.
Wait, what?
It'll-
Technically, despite Lady
I will
Adelsarde's
look over at
age,
you, but
she
I am not a
is
child.
still considered a child in elven years. I am expressing how the viewpoints. I am not saying that you are.
regardless
Oh,
of
right, yes.
whether someone
I'll explain
did
later on.
something or not,
We need to go
I believe that's not the
rent a
conversation
dragon.
we should be
or
having at the
hire a
moment.
dragon. Oh,
We also
Oh.
need to wait for Jubilee after her disappearance last night.
And Tauntaun.
But he knows where Tauntaun went.
Oh yeah, I passed by the goblins' room. Goblins are fighting.
Oh.
I was wondering what that sound was.
Tauntaun was eating popcorn.
I always asked the dragon that they helped me rent the other day.
Yes, that's a
That's
good
a good
idea.
idea, Otto.
Yeah, I rode a dragon like 2 days ago. Or, yeah, 2 days ago.
Yes.
Should I go get the goblins? Okay. Where are gobos?
I'll rectify this. You're all on this map now, somewhere.
Okay.
Tauntaun and Ophi are at the staircase, Jubilee's in the hallway.
Waiting for this interaction.
So, Jubes, how was your conversation last night? Sounded a bit heated. Am I muted? Oh.
No, I heard you.
Okay.
Jubilee just kind of stands there for a moment in silence. Am I a bad person?
Yeah, it depends on what you define as bad.
Don't think so.
No, it's only Jubilee and Tauntaun talking.
Because
I appreciate
technically,
the input.
depending on how you define bad, I could be bad.
Right.
Sola
but
could be
no.
bad, Edel Sarday could be bad, Hubert could be bad.
Hubert's definitely bad.
Yeah, that's fair. I think any definition of that just makes him bad.
Tauntaun,
But he does it for the right reasons.
I do want to be serious, as serious as I can be with Adel and Hubert, but like whenever I do this, and I don't know why, I feel kind of bad for not running it by them first.
It is often easier to ask for forgiveness than it is permission.
Well, the fuck
Doesn't
did
make
you
it
hear
right
that?
though.
Honestly, I hear it all the time at work. Usually when we're talking about OSHA.
That
I
checks
heard that
out.
snicker.
No, checks out. I know they won't be mad, but I just, or they think I'm not taking a relationship with them seriously.
Well, considering they're very polyamorous, and you're extremely polyamorous, and I'm insanely polyamorous.
As you say this, Codsworth walks past you and goes, "It's polygamous," and walks into the room.
No, polygamous is marriage.
That's big. Well, it's no use hiding it
It's
now.
promiscuous.
No, he's not. Codsworth isn't going to spread. He was just correcting Tauntaun.
No, it was Tauntaun yelling after that guy. I was referring to. It's like that. Well, no, you
Honestly,
no
he
use
didn't really
pretending
yell,
I'm not
yell.
here.
He was doing it as the man walked by. But technically, there is a difference between polygamous, polyamorous, and promiscuous. Polygamous is usually marriage-related. Which, technically, Jubilee, if we go for the looser standpoint of relationship-related, Jubilee is most definitely in a polygamous relationship because she's got the kobold, she's got Hubert and Edel Sarday, possibly Darius.
If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you stick around to see more of what I make. Be seeing ya.